they know. This Britain, man, they know. Russia is not in this shit. They are, man. This, what is happening in Ouagadougou now is a very clear message to Africa. I'm telling you, go and check what is happening in Burkina Faso. That is a clear message to Africa, man. This is time for liberation. Because if anything happened to Putin, I don't know how the next administration will be, but Africa need to get it right now. We need to get it right now. And I believe that this Biafran government in exile is in the right track. After this, there will be no such opportunity. I think I need to eat my mic now. Mazi Chukumba is want to speak. I'm not asking. Thank you, Biafran.
Yeah, thank you, tech guy. Guy, do not know. In fact, many of us do not know. In fact, Biafra has already given us an edge.
What is going on? I don't know if
many Africans really don't know the situation we're in.
Is anybody hearing?
Many Africans, especially those in diaspora. That's why I've had a few spaces where I try to even just talk generally to Africans. Let them bring their heads back home. In fact, the title of the space is Jackpot from Europe and US. The time is going to come when we're all going to have to run back. And this is why I keep telling lost Biafran brothers here in the diaspora. When that time, I remember when the race riots started. When it first started in Germany, of course, being someone that keeps an eye out for international news, I knew that was happening. I saw it happen in Ireland. It was already going on in France. I saw the one in Ireland.
Please give me a thumb up if you are hearing this.
People loved black people because they were in solidarity with Biafra. They themselves, they have the same experience under Britain. Britain subjugated their own fellow white people for about 200 years. Brutal segregation. When the Queen died, in fact, they celebrated more than us even when the Queen died. When I now started seeing race riots in Ireland, I was like, huh? This shit is serious. So, I mean, in Ireland, they were going around door to door, warning people, telling them, giving them time to start packing up. And then the thing happened in London. I remember that morning very well. The first person to call was my brother. You've been saying this thing, that there'll be race riot. I was like, oh.
Okay, thank you.
If you're my friends who called,
keep sharing.
I see what's going on. You've been saying this thing. Jackpot from Europe. That time is coming. And why I keep saying this thing is for our brothers that don't want to see, and even for Nigerians and other Africans. Look, you're in Europe now, you're all comfortable. If you don't fix what's going on back home, that comfortable you've gotten that's turned into a Greek chicken here, you've gotten so spoiled comfortable. When you get back home, you're going to struggle. But if you don't start fixing back home now, back home, by the time comes to leave, back home might even be so bad. You prefer to take your chances with nuclear bomb landing next to you or possibly on top of you. Yeah. Can you imagine a deeply indoctrinated Christian, one Nigerianist here in the UK? Oh, one Nigeria, new Nigeria, praying. Oh, God, whatever. And this whole global conflict is about to kick off. And they have to, and nothing is, let's imagine, well, God forbid. But let's say Nigeria was just even on its own. Let's even say Biafra had gone and Nigeria was just on its own. And this Christian is out there in diaspora facing the possibility of being nuked. And this is the stark choice they have. This same, holy, I can't kill anybody to save my life. Either you stay in Britain, you get nuked, you fry like a chicken, or you come back home and have your head sliced by jihadi terrorists. It's either that or the other. Some of us are so lost in our self-righteous sanctimoniousness. Oh, in case say me, it doesn't. So
That's
I think it
That's
was
bullshit. Bullshit, man. Bullshit.
Vin asked earlier, must we pick up arms? What do you mean, must we pick up arms? Lost in their sanctimonious bullshit. Like as if you must make heaven. See, there was a space, I can't even remember. Ah, man, I can't even remember what space it was. I said to them, look, you guys need to realize that just like some of you, you think, oh, I want a new Nigeria. You think everybody that should be the solution for everybody. You need to realize that there are also some people that want the military to come back because in their eye, at least things worked small during the military. And I even give example like how during the military, then they didn't used to chop money. Babangida Babugi, they didn't used to chop money then. But what they used to do, I was a kid. I mean, my uncle was in the army. It was a well-known scam. The military minister for whatever ministry, they'll give him his budget at the beginning of the budget year. He'll carry it, go and put in one Swiss bank account, sit on it for like 6 months, 7 months, 8 months. And the thing and I'm real interest. Remember, this money in millions. The thing and I'm real interest. And I drag it. So what's the plan? Olotaji made the project. Came. Now drag it 9 months, 10 months before he release the ego. But today, they don't even release it. It's as soon as government release the money to them, it's like they're paying it into their personal accounts. And that's why these are some of the kind of things when you listen to those people that say they want military back, these are some of the kind of things they'll come and tell you. At least some projects were still being done back then. But people seem not to realize that as you are there thinking, oh, I'm a detribalized Nigerian. We want a new Nigeria, and you think everybody should be like you. And you think your solution is the solution. Just as the people that think, oh, the military should come back and everybody should think like you and your solution is the solution. There are also some people that are there thinking Nigeria needs to be Islamized. Because under the Sharia, under Islamic law, you won't, at least you even have all this petty crime, people stealing bread. Yeah, when they chop off their hand and everybody sees it, nobody will steal bread again. Some people actually think that's the solution for Nigeria. Why do you think you have what that what's that governor, the one that his video has been going viral, that his ambition is to Islamize Nigeria? Where do you think that's coming from? He thinks is the solution. He thinks is what we all need for Nigeria to move forward, for crime to stop. Because in his mind, Sharia law is there to prevent crime. Chop someone's hand off. Oh man, I saw a video the other day where they were actually anesthetizing people to surgically cut off their hands, and they were describing that as humane Sharia. Like what? Oh God! Oh, so it's not humane before. You knew it wasn't humane before. The chop, put it on a block and chop one time. Now you're now using anesthesia, put the patient to sleep, and then use surgical tools and techniques to slice off the hand. Like, come on. Some people actually think this is the solution to Nigeria. So see, I'm saying this because my late brother, there was something he told me one time, and I took a lot from that. He said the mistake he made was he thought that, he said after he left university, he didn't realize that there were so many stupid people on the planet. He didn't realize. He thought that and treated everybody like as if everybody also had a degree. That he said, yeah, that if he'd realized that it wasn't so early on in his life, he wouldn't have wasted the time he wasted with so many losers he wasted in his life. But you live and you learn. Yeah, Chukuma. Sorry for the hold up.
Yeah, thank you, man. Yeah. Good morning. Greet everybody. Ronnie, how are you?
You better you hold Chukuma because you're putting the mic in the pocket all on time.
Go Chuku. I don't know this seat where you
He's driving and talking.
Why are you always dragging the front seat? Eh? Are you a police?
Chukuma, are you eating or you're talking?
Chukuma,
Or is he driving?
I don't coffee. I drink my coffee. So I
Chukuma
can
doesn't
talk.
have table. He doesn't have table manner. Table manner is
No
not
people
there.
invite us, sef. They chop for there.
Abi.
See am.
You don't even invite. See as just the do
Leave am. Now sound of plate in they give us chop.
Singing
Master
As
K,
in.
do you even sleep at all? Do you sleep? You know they sleep. Are you a machine?
I get
Hmm?
a award for endurance. For life.
Master
For
K is
endurance.
supposed to be the one answering to one Mwanya. Of all this to one Mwanya. Minister, you are hearing me. You know, I will always come for you.
Chukuma, if they ask you not to sleep, how can you sleep in this critical condition? Fulani is on the way. Afonja is looking for us everywhere. How can you sleep?
Yeah, man. I sleep. Oh.
As in, now because of stuff, remember what this time man tell us, say, we go shovel your head on some mining shit,
Abi.
You know, one thing this last speaker spoke that really made me, I was so happy because he said after Biafra, we are going to open another department, and that department is going to be for Africa. Because these people, they are sleeping, I'm telling you.
Nami go head that one. Nami go lead that one.
Africa is sleeping. You know the way how America have, how do they call it? African decks for Africa. We will have African decks in Biafra because their safety is our safety. Because when all these people start coming, all these crazy people start coming, we need people to be able to respond first before we come into the picture. So their safety is very, very important too. And trust me, man, if you travel around Africa, man, bro, you don't even need to go to Europe for a vacation. Africa is so beautiful. So beautiful, so nice, perfect weather. But it's because of they have put it in the head of black people that Africa is nothing good. The only place where you go to is Europe. And speaking about South Africa and Mandela, the thing is, South Africa themselves, they're not even free. They are not free. And most of them there, all they're thinking about is political correctness. And that's the difference between Biafra and South Africa. Because what Mandela fought for was political inclusion. The same thing Martin Luther King fought for is what he fought for. But yet, those people that are the originator of the problem are still there. They still have stronghold there. The companies are being run by them. They live in the best city. That's right. They have the best jobs. They have the best lobbyists, everything there in South Africa. To the extent that they even go as far as developing their language and even trying to have their own country within that entity. So they are not free. We are going to
Say
be
it
the
well,
first.
say it very well, say it well, say it again and again, again and again,
So
again and again.
we are going to be the first free black nation in Africa because we are not going to have no outside influence. And the thing is, it even gets more crazy because considering the fact the role that Nigeria plays and Nigeria represents, because the sole purpose they create that Nigeria is to keep Africa down. That's the sole purpose. If you start looking at if you start connecting all the dots, you will agree with me. Nigeria is the sole purpose why Africa is down. And as soon as because what we are about to do, it has never been done in Africa before. Nobody, no country. After like I've traveled around Africa and I've met some Africans and talked to them. None of them ever believed that Nigeria can break up. They never believed that Nigeria can break up. So first of all, when we break up that Nigeria, it will be an eye opening. They will be like, "Oh my God, what the fuck just happened? Nigeria is gone." And it will start making people, because the breakup of Nigeria will resonate thinking in the mind of other Africans. Yeah, Burkina Faso, Mali, they are doing good. But take away Russia from the picture, they're going to go back to square one. And that's not what we need. We don't need those. We need Africans that will be dependent on themselves independently. The reason why these people are striving is because the sanctions that the West would have put on them will not work. But you see, when they gang up against you and they put sanction on you, even you thinking that you have vast resources, that resources will become clueless because it become useless because once they sanction you, they will tell you, oh, don't buy from this, don't buy from it. And the rest of African countries around them are all puppets. They will tell you don't buy from them, and they will capitulate and be forced to do what they want to do. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. Like, we don't need that. Like, Africa is a very beautiful place. The weather, the land, the soil. Not to even talk about the women. Beautiful women, man. Sweet women everywhere. So, and we need to protect our women. We need to protect our children. We need to protect our land. So I'm happy that we are already thinking beyond Biafra restoration because it's very, very important. At least by that time now, we will not be worried about who is Sabo and who is not Sabo. At least in Biafra, we will see everybody's face. Maybe Starman will launch a foundation, Freedom for All Africans. You understand? We will come out boldly. You will speak. Sometimes you as a Biafran, you're not surprised that you're not asking yourself. Sometimes I go back and I listen to this space. I'll be asking myself, am I the one that really said this? Did I really say this on space? Because we are different people. All these things we are doing, you don't have to go to school to learn it. It's because freedom is inbuilt in us. And that's why sometimes when we come and talk about freedom, you understand, they'll be like, who are these people? And they've never seen this type of Africans before because people that are so resolute, so consistent, like they continue to speak the same thing. Trust me, Nigeria is having a very big nightmare because over the time, what all those people that have risen up to fight for freedom of Africa, after a certain period of time, they go away. But instead, our own is we continue to remain here, and the number keep increasing. Even the people that will come later after us will be more mad than we are. So it's not even a topic for discussion. And for Europe and America, let me tell you, a lot of people all over the world are angry with vengeance. A lot of people. So it's good we start fixing our home so that when all these shenanigans start, you have a place to go back home to. You go, as in the way. Sometimes I ask myself, how did they do this thing? They make us bastardize everything we have. Make us, even our spirituality, make us through that shit. Our spirituality that was science that study how the whole universe functions. We never had all these issues, but they came and they gave you something that's totally alien to you. And today now we even preach it more than them. So Starman, your own is freedom for all. My own is freedom against all colonial religion. Only African religion, only African, well, calling African religion is an insult. Only African spirituality. Ronnie,
There
I
is
did not
nothing
tell you
like
to talk.
colonial religion. You know I will come off my
Ronnie, I
mic.
did not say you
So
should talk.
talk what you want to talk and let us be a beg.
Host, can you please
Ronnie,
put
praise the Lord. Hallelujah, Ronnie.
Because we will not allow people like Chukuma to bring their extremism in Biafra land. I'm stopping him right here.
But
Okay. Let me even say this. This is my view. When Biafra is reactualized, I think one of the first organizations we should let in is that OEAS, Organization of Emerging African States. I'm sure you guys have heard me say it before that when you look at that map, 55 European African countries, there's like 47 self-determination movements. So some of those countries even have 2 self-determination movements. That's almost 1 self-determination per country. And about 22 of those are still very active. Biafra, Ambazonia, Tigray, Somaliland, even in Uganda, there's a part of what are they called again? I can't remember now. Is it Katanga? No. I can't remember what they're called now. Western Togoland in Ghana. They say they want to join their brothers in Togo. It's everywhere. I don't know why people think it's only Nigeria is happening. Is it obviously because it's Biafrans and Ayane, we don't do half mouths. So of course our own will be the loudest. But you know, but and also of these 47 self-determination movements, not all of them are legitimate too. Some of them are fake. Like the two Oyibo people want to do in South Africa, those ones are fake. Then the one the Tuareg want to do in Mali, that one is fake. France is sponsoring that one. There are some fake ones, but most of them largely are based on some reality or some, unbalanced reality.
Wait, so
Okay.
Starman, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
All those and Ronnie, next time don't cut me short. You understand? I did not cut you short when you was talking.
Swallow first.
Next
Swallow it.
time, leave issue of religion. They have warned you several times. If you come
Who
on
won?
religion, I will cut you. I am serious. Don't hide under this African bullshit and be talking down on other religion. I will not allow you to do that.
I will not let you insult African like that. Stop that.
You are the one insulting Africa. Who told you what you are saying? Who told you? How do you get to know what you know? Who told you all these things?
Let's not Chukuma, carry on. Let's not drag on.
Don't mind Ronnie. Leave him alone. The question I want to ask is there a way, like all these countries in the Caribbean islands, that they know that their ancestors are blacks, you understand? But just because of the current status quo of the world, they cannot like freely express themselves. When Africa becomes free, is there a way you can join them to the borders of Africa, or like the partitioning is not even going to work at all?
We go join reach Papua New Guinea. And there are some of my friends that are even saying we should go and free the Australia Aborigines. Me, they told us, say, wait first, one step at a time. But we'll go join reach Papua New Guinea. I'm sure you've heard me talk about Papua New Guinea going through a very similar struggle to what we're going through today from under Indonesia. Oh boy, those guys, man. Those guys, they live on a similar type of geography to us, similar latitude, forest people as well. In fact, if you see them, they don't look very different from us. But their forest is so rich, Is so, when I mean rich, as in they found two mountains, just literally just apart from the rocks, the soil, on top of everything, these two mountains is just gold, silver, and copper, and they've been mining them, in the middle of the forest. If you see the gigantic mining operation they set up in the middle of the forest, just mining this thing, giving Indonesia the license to wipe out the indigenous people because they don't even have a voice. They still live, as in I'm sure you've seen all those Papua West, those their forest villages. They literally don't have a voice. So if they squash them out tomorrow, most of the world don't even know. We have to, raise a voice for those guys. And I can guarantee you Haiti will be one of the first people to even recognize us. I can guarantee you that. Shortly after that, Jamaica is not quite free. The Queen or the Crown still owns Jamaica. So there's still a lot of real independence to happen.
It's really important.
Yeah.
A tree cannot make a forest.
Oh yes,
Make a forest, because we need to make sure that these people to get their freedom. Because
so yeah, Karen.
Yeah, so because when you look at what is happening, that's why today you see people, they don't want to identify as black, even though when you see people with characteristics of black race, they tell you they are not black because we are just a laughing stock all over the world. Laughing stock. It is now they're even beginning to respect us because of what you and I is doing. You think Europe and America are not watching what we are doing? They have a sleepless night because this thing we are doing is going to challenge the hegemony. It's going to challenge it seriously. It's going to shake it from the root.
It's going to debunk. It's going to debunk the myth of African shithole countries.
And the thing that's even making it more problematic is, are you realizing that every day by day now in Biafran land we're even discovering more tons of uncountable resources, and these people are like, at this point these people want to leave. That's when all these things are coming out. So because when I was speaking to people going to UN General Assembly, people don't know about the issues in the zoo, but you know about the resources that was just discovered in Anambra, like all the killings, everything. You people are not aware of it. And that's the reason why you say Nigeria should not break up. We will break it beyond pieces. We will over, as in, once we leave, Nigeria will not last even 1 month. And it will wake up the likes of Afonjaz up. He will wake them up to do the needful. But the problem is, by the time we are gone, they will have like over 2,000 miles to catch up with us because they will have to start organizing themselves. So maybe Britain will want to come and recolonize them and use them as a willing tool, because we got to make sure everybody around our borders is free, so that we not have all any threat of all these new colonial masters. For now, it's freedom. In the future to come, all their property, everything they gave us, both cigarette, whiskey, all of them, we'll give it back to them. We don't need all those shit, man. We don't need all that fucking shit. They should take care.
And
even the religion, we'll give them back because we are spiritual people.
Even
we'll give them
Christianity.
Everything we'll give them back. Christianity, everything they take them back. We don't need them.
You people should go and sleep, Joe. Making noise.
Ronnie, see, you know the treasure.
Go and sleep. You will not do anything. You know how many people like you who have said that Wafa. You can't stop what you didn't build.
Ronnie, please calm down. We are spiritual people. We are not a religious people. I beg. Keep your religion for yourself.
They give you something that you believe without evidence. Whereas,
God, forget it. Nobody give me anything. Those criminals cannot give me anything. Do you understand?
Rooney, or Catholic, or Anglican?
I don't even be Catholic because Catholic belong to the Roman Church, Roman Empire.
Which side for Christianity?
So I don't belong there.
No, we understand.
I'm a Christian. My own Christianity is biblical Christian. I don't believe in religion. All this bullshit you people always talk about here. It doesn't concern me.
Okay.
I believe in reality that Christianity portends.
Ronnie, please,
just like the Christian from the Ethiopia side, Abi.
Please, wait, bro. Ronnie, when we are talking, don't say we say bullshit, my brother. It's not sound nice. But the fact remains that
sometimes it sounds bullshit to me. Imagine somebody telling me that he will give, back the religion. Which religion? Europe? Is the Christianity even come from Europe? Isn't all laughable when you hear people say something like that?
See, wait, I have a question for you. Do you know that most of the achievements we have today here in this universe, we got it from the celestial sphere, right? Most of all the knowledge, science, and everything. Did I even got more angry when I saw in that storybook they said thou shalt not practice astronomy, whereas these people are going to moon every day. They are trying to go to the sun, going to other planets. They come here and tell me, oh yeah, listen, please, we are going back to the ways of our father.
You don't have a clue of what you are saying. You just read the line and you run with it. That place you quoted it out of context. I know what they said there. It's not nothing. Just don't do religion here unless you want to go back and forth with me.
Ron is our brother. Is our brother. Don't worry. We'll
not.
bring back his alternator wire that's been
No,
We will
no.
not allow you people to
Go
be
pour
dividing us with this
go pour
religion.
holy
It will
water.
not
Go pour
happen.
on the holy
That's
Don't
what
water.
worry.
I'm
After
bringing
December,
here. You will not
we'll sit
divide
down on the
us
round
with all
table
these
and
things.
discuss this. Okay,
Everything we
Guys,
suffered in the zoo, we want to suffer it again in Biafra with all these religious talk thing. No,
Ronnie, calm down.
see,
Oh my God.
guys, see. If you guys had me on Clubhouse, you know how hardcore
It's
I am on the religion.
African religion and the other religions. If you want to trade on the verge of African religion, trade on it and not use to disturb others. If you want to trade on
Wait,
simple thing.
Christianity, trade on it and not use to disturb others. That's the truth.
guys,
Please, let's forget religion
if you
and go
guys,
back to the topic, please.
if you guys know me from Clubhouse, you know how hardcore I am on the religion thing, and and that's because me, I've seen the whole thing from a historical perspective. But now that we're at the final steps, and our government has issued a statement on the religion, I think it's not something for us to
Discussing
be,
every time.
because at the end of the day, we can't settle it in this space.
Yes.
Exactly. It will be a roundtable conversation after December the 2nd.
Exactly.
But of the truth,
And
our PM already has said we have three religions. If you want to follow anyone you want to follow. If you want to worship snake, worship snake. Don't use your own to disturb others.
but even at that, let's be mindful that there are some of our brothers in Kogi State who are bearing Ifeanyi Mohammed.
Okay. Double identity.
So it's not. This is about looking at it long term. The solution is going to be in our
Sorry,
education.
That Ifeanyi Mohammed is Nigerian made. We don't want that. That was Nigerian fabrication. We know that something like that can never exist on the planet Earth.
Starman,
So either they choose Ifeanyi or they choose Mohammed. One must go one side.
His father might be a janjaweed. So what are you saying?
Starman. The thing is,
Exactly.
Starman, the thing is,
Yeah.
it's not like I hate any other religion. The thing is, when Biafra is restored, we don't want anything that will make these people that kept us where we are have any long spoon.
Distraction. It's a total distraction. We don't want
That,
distraction.
that's what I'm trying to
Because
say. That the solution, we have to think of the solution long term, and I believe firmly that the solution is in education, an education
Exactly.
system where children are taught science, history, and even the myths are put into
based on facts and
perspective.
evidence. Facts and evidence. You understand?
Exactly.
It's
And
facts and
tradition.
You
And
know,
tradition.
and exactly, and they're
See
also
you. You are deceiving yourself. Fast and evidence and tradition.
So
Tradition is not religion.
where
No.
comes the scripture?
Tradition is way of life of the people. Culture is
oh,
different from what you are talking about,
See,
Chukuma.
all of
I am
this,
an
all
Igbo
of
man to
this.
the
wait,
core and the cultural man. You can't deceive me under this your
wait,
African thing. It's not
Ron,
going to happen.
Ronnie, can I say something here? Do you know religion is not something that actually stands on its own? Religion is an aspect of culture. It's one layer of culture. And when you look at different cultures around the world, based on the kind of religions they have, you can tell cultures that developed from the ground up and cultures that developed from the top down. And I can tell you that African religions, in fact, they're not even African religions. African spirit, in fact, even the plus Christianity, Islam, they are not even religions. They are just spiritualities. They are just spiritual aspects of a particular culture. African spirituality was not the very first layer because uh, uh, the very first layer was the social layer. That's just me and you. Our ancestors being together in a village, working together. From that social layer, when two people work together, there's already an economics going on. You get the economic layer. From that economic layer, for that cooperation to work well and balance, especially in ancient times when our ancestors didn't have police, they had to develop a moral layer. And then as our civilization got bigger in terms of population size, to back up that moral layer, there's now another layer, law, based on law. Then you have the political layer. As the population grows, and the civilization develops, then you have the political layer. Then the spiritual layer. That spiritual layer tries to tie everything together. But then when you look at Christianity and Islam, especially Islam, you can see it's because Arabic society was very different before Islam came. I mean, these guys were mountain goat herders. They were pastoralists. And then suddenly, under Islam, they became city dwellers. And then under new laws with their Sharia and everything. You could clearly see that that's a civilization where these structures I've just described now, it was built the other way around. It all started with Muhammad. He united his mountain goat herder brothers by creating this spirituality. From there, the political organization sprung. Then that political created the laws to try and instill morality. And then also those laws created all the conditions for their economics. People don't understand that Sharia, when I say things like Sharia, is a complete socio-economic judicial system on its own. Sharia has an economic component, like the charities and taxes, jizya tax, zakat, there's another one. And all these things, jizya is what, so if you're a Jew or a Christian and Muslims conquer you, and you don't want to convert to Islam, you either pay jizya or they exile you from that society or enslave or kill you if you don't pay jizya.
Yeah.
Jizya is for you to be allowed, since you are considered a person of the book, because your religion is still tied, well, you know, the so-called
The
Abrahamic
thing is,
religion.
Starman, I agree with you because culture shapes the way people believe in the
And behave.
in the
And behave.
no, the way people
Yes.
practice their ways of connecting with their higher power. Because what you gotta understand is what ensures the continuous existence of a people is the land. Because without the land, the generation will be cut off. So whenever a people first migrate to any land, they need to have agreement with that land. It is based on the agreement they have with that land that land will start giving them the laws that will guide that land. And
We start showing them the way.
yes, and in order for them
Right.
to ensure that that land prosper, they will not develop a system whereby they will interact with that land.
Right.
You understand? Because the problem I have is they tell you God is in one heaven. They tell you God is in one paradise. That's a bullshit, man. The God I am seeing now is my parents.
Ugochukwu, you have lost your voice, right? Okay.
Wait,
Good.
let me tell you something. The God I see now is my father, my mother, our ancestors, because
It's up to you, Chukwuma. I'm not disturbing you. But
did I
don't tell
call
me
did I
how I
call
see my
did I
own
call
God.
Christianity?
That's where we are
Did I
having
call
issues.
Christianity?
See,
You can even
turn
see
table.
your totem.
Ronnie,
do you
Your totem as your God. That's your business.
We know that you're
But this mean, I
guys,
believe in one God.
guys,
I believe in heaven. I believe in hell.
guys,
Nothing will make me not to believe this thing.
Bang.
All
Oh
right.
yeah, may we finish topic. May we
understand
change
that only
topic. May
God
we
is in
change
heaven,
topic. Yes,
in
sir.
the sky.
yeah, guys,
Change the topic. Ronnie has told you where he stands.
let
Biko,
me just
change the topic.
say this. There was a read book. There was, not well. It was a series of books even that we read when I was on Clubhouse one time, and it turns out that in ancient Igbo society, it's not like our traditional spirituality was even uniform. If you think about it, Nri was quite different from Arochukwu. You know, but there was only one thing that was common, because I think by the end of that reading there was about 5 different, you know, spiritual paradigms, but the only one thing that tied all of them together was Chukwu Okike Abiyama, that concept of Chukwu Okike Abiyama, you know. And it turns out as well that there were Igbo people that didn't believe in any supernatural stuff, like, like basically you could call them maybe like, I don't want to say atheists because people would just think of, the Igbo version. But yeah, they didn't believe in that. They just believed in life being what you live here on earth. Like literally, you pay attention on what you are seeing in front of you.
Okay, I have a question for Ronnie. Describe Chukwuokike Abịama in English. What is it in English? Describe it.
God the Creator.
Anyway, let's leave it.
Any other question? And who is God the Creator? The Word of God that took flesh, Jesus Christ. Do you want to? If you want me to keep going,
What is
No need, no need,
I
no
know
need, no
better
need.
than. See, whenever we talk about,
Oh God.
hold on. Whenever we talk about religion, don't bring Catholic Church, Anglican Church to us. Their basis of it. You don't know anything about Christianity.
Okay,
If you are basing it on that.
Ronnie, what's the meaning
Don't.
of Abiyama in English? Ronnie.
Wedding concern me and that one.
No.
I've answered you what I answered you. I don't need all these things, Chukuma, because one, you and I are human beings. We are not God. We don't know his mind. We don't know what he approved. We don't know what he doesn't. All right.
One brother.
So if you continue to push this narrative, you now become an extremist like those people that we want to liberate ourselves from. Let it be. The government has warned you guys several times. You don't want to hear.
Okay.
Chukuma, you get younger brother. You get younger brother.
There plenty where.
Yeah, I pity them already.
The thing is, calling Chuku God is an insult, but that's another topic for another day. Let's go back. What we need is our freedom. Fulani must be kicked out. We must kick them out. And the problem is, Fulani is not even, like, I'm sitting down, I'm looking at it, like, Yorubas are even more problem than Fulanis. Because these Fulanis, like, in order for them to do what they are doing, they need brain. They need to have brain. But they don't have the brain. They just, Britain give them order, take the order, and they carry it out. But you see this Yoruba, they are the main engine room because the role they play, their deceitfulness, the nature of them changing like a chameleon, and also this media that they think that they hold. Because look at what is happening now. Look at what is happening. If not that our media is waxing stronger, nobody's even going to know that these people were even the main ritualists. These people were the main killers. These people were the people. And now I'm even beginning to think that they are the one even in charge of the field of organ harvesting. Because look at what is going on. But they paint it on an Igbo man. They paint it on a Biafran. Oh, you are this, you are that. You people are the ritualists. How come you make money all of a sudden? But they are not looking at the due process that people come, they follow, they struggle, they strive to succeed, and when the success eventually comes, they tell you that, oh, it's you're doing ritual. So I think our focus should be more because Fulani, see, as far as I'm concerned, we have defeated Britain, we have defeated the Fulanis. The people left now is these Yorubas, these strangers that came and we gave them land. And once we sort out this issue, that's it. Because when we start our madness after December 2nd, we don't need anybody pushing propaganda to the world. Because that's what they did in 1967. Lying and lying and lying. That was where Nigeria got their so-called third best ground force in the whole world. Whereas these people never fought any war for themselves. Their pilot was the Egyptians. All the people, foreign mercenaries were fighting for them in that war. They never won a war. But we didn't have nothing. Converted commercial planes to fighter jets. Built airports during the war. Used even our red oil was used as crude oil. That's how people are. You invent things in terms of crisis. So these Yorubas, they are the major problem. They are the major problem because look at all of them. They have the media. And Tinubu He's their #1 sponsor. So when we start this madness, our madness after December 2nd, if they don't let us go, we need to make sure we put them in check. Yeah. And Ronnie, I'll see you in the other room. Let me lecture you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, go and sleep, Jerry. You never even lecture yourself. Now you want lecture.
Please, let's go with the hands. I see David Nana raising up his hand.
Round up.
David Nana,
Let's
you
go.
want to say something before we round up?
With your heresy.
Yeah, David Nana, welcome. And after David, we'll just round up. I've been trying to round up for like the past how many hours? Since 10:30.
Why are you rounding up when you have Mazdaki here? It's a 24 hours machine. You don't sleep.
Chukwumaeze.
Chukuma, go now.
Zukwanike.
Chukuma, go now.
Zukwanike.
The room is not recorded now because of the situation where we used to start the room. So, but yeah, but don't worry. Look out for the next one.
Please
now that
bring
we
that
come to
guy.
Nigeria,
Bring him back. I want to hear him.
who?
That guy there here now.
Oh,
yeah.
David,
so,
we don't tell you
David
say you talk now. We don't hear your voice.
Una still dey talk now.
Continue.
Una still dey talk.
Enter the conversation, Jerry.
Thank you.
Let David.
Una be the talk now. Now I say make una finish before I enter. May no be say everywhere condemn noisy. I salute you, Starman. Ekenem gị. Ụmụnne dị na mba. Ekenem unu. Biko nke onye chiri ya zere. Ndewonu. Thank you so much for the wonderful conversation, Starman, for at least keeping us busy. Yeah, Chukwumaeze, please bring back Emetuchai. Bring back our own sister, Egono. Let us continue to create this awareness of our tradition and our history. Very, very important. Remember what our leader said. We are going back to who we were. Ndaibu before Ndabia Chiaria, may I say Chiaria? Because I want to make that appeal to you, Chukwumaeze. Very, very important. Having said that, I appreciate everyone. Ronnie, I salute you. Ronnie, they cry. Hey, Ronnie, my brother, I salute you.
I'm just laughing my ass out here.
Yes, so in my depression now, you can be able to free yourself. If you have any problem, laugh it out. Because Biafra is here. Biafra is eminent. Biafra is our destination. You see, I'd always like anywhere we talk about Biafra. Biafra, kute Simon Ekpa, kute Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You must see me there. Even when they write to Biafra and they are castigating Biafra, although they pay me for BLA, say they are talking against us, but then they are talking about my destination, our freedom. And that is why we are so fanatical about Biafra. I salute everyone, all protocols duly observed. All the ministers in the house, I salute every one of you, fellow comrades of the Biafran Writers of Conscience, BWOC. I salute each and every one of you, at least for keeping the spirit burning. Of course, you had the lion roar yesterday. Oh my goodness me. There is something distinctive about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. When he speaks, everybody listens. When there is noise and you hear the voice of our leader, there will be calm, and there was calm at the court yesterday. That was when Ohamadike was speaking. That was when Ohamadike was lecturing the zoo. That was when those who thought that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have been broken, oh, he's going to sign an agreement with the Nigerian government, they were disappointed because our leader is steadfast. Our leader is consistent. Our leader is so strong on his resolve for restoration of Biafra. That is why he said he is here for. Our leader never came here to make money. He didn't come here to have properties or have positions. He told you, and he told me, he has made the whole world to understand that he came here to free his people. And he reiterated it yesterday as well. He reiterated it when he said that my people cannot be subjugated and you want me to keep quiet? I am here fighting for my people. The reason why I am here is because my people are being dehumanized. My people are being marginalized. My people are being killed. And no political leader is bold enough to stand for my people. So I bring myself out as a sacrificial lamb for that intimidation that my people are passing through. I am here for my people, and I'll continue to be here, irrespective of the fact that I have passed 3 or 4 years in detention. 1 more year for my people will not kill me. That is a very deep message to every Biafran. And that is why, irrespective of the fact that our leader says such thing, we can never allow our leader to pass through 1 more year in that evil territory. We can never. We have to do what we have to do. We have to do what we have to do. Wonderful people and lovers of freedom. Let us try to find out the blueprint, even if it means the Mossad way, even if it means the SEALs, the American SEALs way. Any way that we feel it is very, very important and can prove our power, and can prove our craftiness, and can prove our intelligence, and can prove our distinctiveness. Let us do it. If you have that, bring it on board. Let us not be talking about things that will be settled when Biafra is restored. Very, very important. Our end goal now is Biafran restoration and the freedom of our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Of course, everybody knows that the Nigerian government knows that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the face of Biafra. They know that the reason why we are still, holding back is because our leader is there. Once they release our leader, it is over. It is over for them. So therefore, they have to, try to hold our leader in order for a negotiation sake where they can have some soft landing, okay? But then, we the Biafran people, we know what we want. We want our leader. We follow the template of our prime minister. We continue to do everything humanly possible to make sure that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is free from that place. The voice of our leader was a reassuring voice yesterday. Some that were downtrodden, some that were heartbroken for a very long time have not heard his voice. Yesterday when he was roaring, lecturing those who thought they are lawyers, who thought they are magistrates, telling them that they have disobeyed even their own Supreme Court. And they were all looking morose. That is the leader that we have. And that is why you are here. Because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been able to tutor each and every one of us to read between the lines and to make use of our medulla oblongata, to make use of our number 6, to be able to decode messages, to be able to understand when there is danger in front. As a matter of fact, you see, when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, go and listen to Mazi Simon Ekpa, there has never been a government. And you remember he said, there will be a government. How and when that government will be formed, I cannot tell you. Oh my goodness me. It's just like the prophecy he made in 2015 that Tinubu will be the president when the late Buhari finishes his tenure. So while he was here with us, he never knew that there was of course, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu knows that there will be forming a government. He knows the capabilities of our prime minister. He knows what Simon Ekpa can do. He has already, in spirit, they are in one accord with Mazi Simon Ekpa and Joko. That was why he said, go and listen to him. And the government has been formed. The people gave that mandate. Who are the people? You. Who are the people? The government of Biafra. The cabinet members, Biafrans from all walks of life, voted for the prime minister to be there, for the government to be there, and we now have a government. So anybody who don't understand the things of the spirit cannot understand the things of the spirit. Anybody who do not understand Mazi Nnamdi Kanu can equally not understand Mazi Simon Ekpa. Anybody who is following Mazi Nnamdi Kanu must definitely follow Mazi Simon Ekpa. There is no two ways about it. Anybody who loves Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and love what he is doing must actually love Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and loves Mazi Simon Ekpa as well, because two of them are doing the same thing, the same goal, going to the same destination, traveling towards the same road. You will say the approach is different. Of course, I am David. You are Starman. I'm not going to follow your own path. I have my own way, and we are going to arrive at the same destination. My own will be shorter. Your own may be longer. But my prime minister have made it even more shorter than it's supposed to be, because he have been able to create all the governmental departments that should, immediately Biafra is restored, that should take over from where we left Nigeria. Okay, that can be able to formulate policies immediately. Not when Biafra is restored, we start looking for Ministry of Information, we start looking for Air Force Base, we start looking for what do you call it? The army, police, and all the rest of them. All those things have been put in place. And we are waiting for 2nd of December, the redeclaration, whereby everything will go into full swing force. And the Nigerian terrorist state will never believe what hit them. And that is why we, the Biafran people, must support our prime minister. That man is exceptional. That man is 1 in a million. That man, when he asked for 100 men wisdom, Chukwuokike Abịama knows that, yes, this man is capable. And he gave it to him. Look at how many years our leader have been here with people. Look at the profiles of those people. I'm sorry to take you back. When you look at the profile of those people, the defunct DOS who call themselves Directorate of State, Directorate of this, look at the profile. None of them is qualified even to head a unit. A unit. None of them is even qualified to be a liaison officer in this government. They are not qualified. If you look at their portfolio, most of them, all of them are businessmen. And that was why they were being paid, why they were fighting for their freedom. Within the years that our leader was suffering alone, they were not able to arrange even a meeting with a counselor in the United States or in anywhere at all. They were not, because they were not choosing, because they don't know what they were doing, because they were actually here to make money to themselves. Because they were actually here to derail the movement. They were actually here as double agents. While they are shouting IPOB freedom, they are collecting money from the Nigerian government, putting into their business, buying land, building houses, building hotels, buying cars, enjoying themselves. And our leader was just crying wolf. Our leader was just shouting for nothing. And these people were here only to put a break in the wheel of the progress of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. But when you check out this government, the men and women that are here today, you can beat your chest and say, yes, we have men, we have women, we have what it takes for the freedom to come. And that is why you can see these giant strides that this government have achieved within this shortest possible time. Does it surprise you? Of course. You can see how our government cabinet members are meeting policymakers. Ted Cruz was met yesterday or 2 days ago. Jim Jordan, all these men that can stand in the House and representatives and make debate between themselves and the Democrats. These are the men that have the balls to confront any government all around the world, to speak if there is any issue against their citizens. These are the men who form the policies, even foreign policies, that America is implementing. And our government have been able to liaise, discuss, sit down with them and talk what? Are they talking about any other thing other than Biafra? So it gladdens my heart that our prime minister and the government are not resting in their oars. They are fighting tooth and nail, and we also must help them to achieve this feat. Very, very important. So please let us not weigh in or dabble into issue that will be resolved. That is not our problem for now. Our problem is to focus on 2nd of December, when Biafra will be redeclared and restored. And we wait for the original Edo Akanono. You know, when our Prime Minister said, and when Ross said, and then when all the commanders talk about what we are cooking, we have not unveiled it yet. People don't understand because the template is being followed to the letter. And that is why we must get prepared financially to support this government, because the template they are using need also finance to fund. It needs your finance, it needs your support, it needs my support. Our own in the media is to trash every evil propaganda against our Prime Minister and our government, not to fight within ourselves. The enemies, they are funjas. You know the reason why the funjas are crying? They made deal with the devil, thinking that, oh, it will be to our own detriment. But of course, the chicken have come back to roast. The evil plans they had against us are now happening to them. They are being killed and they cannot speak, they cannot talk, they cannot even cry. Because they already, remember when they made a deal with the Fulani herdsmen, they signed an agreement. That agreement, now when the Fulanis are renegating on that agreement, do they have to come out and shout? No. Akintoye that made that revelation is because he's fighting for the Yoruba, whether he's serious or he's not serious, but at least he has spoken about it. What have the Obas done? Have they spoken about it? No, because they already made a deal with the devil and they can no longer come out and cry. It is not possible. They will continue to cry and continue to talk about us, continue to try to at least dissuade us from continuing our pursuit of freedom. But then you can't beat the rich, because we are already at the threshold of history. And that is where we are heading. Nothing can stop us. So wonderful people and lovers of freedom, I want to ask you, have you embraced the IOU special loan? Embrace it today, and your life will never remain the same. Rather, your life will be for the better interest of yourself and your family and your generation, because the government will always remember and recognize you as those who contributed immensely for the freedom of their people. Your name can never erase from the history books of Biafra. When the likes of Emetu Chai, when the likes of history of this freedom liberation will be written in the archives, in the books of Biafra, your name will be there because you made history by contributing towards the freedom of your own people. So contribute this special IOU loan for the benefit of Biafra nation. And in turn, you will get a reward, 100% profit for your investment on Biafra. Our sister, Amaka, one of our sisters, have started hers, 50,000 Ejema, and she will get 100,000 Ejema when Biafra is restored. That is the greatest investment made for the restoration of God's kingdom on this planet Earth. And another thing, if you have not registered for the Finland Convention, please do so, because it is history in the making. And your signature will be appended on that document when years and years to come and other nations are going to use that as a reference point when Biafran people got their freedom, that so and so people, this number of persons went to Finland and signed for the redeclaration of Biafra. And your name, Minister Snow, will be mentioned. Otungwa Mwanya, your name will be mentioned. Ronnie, your name will be mentioned. Rage and Fury, Mazda K, Starman, Mouthpiece of the Gods, our own Wari sister, our own Ugochukwu sister, Obi Chicago, and every other person's name will be mentioned as those who signed for the redeclaration of Biafra. And our children, my own children and my children's children, we always read about you, and that will give them joy that yes, they are living good life because these certain individuals came together and signed for the freedom, for their own freedom. That is wonderful. So I salute every one of you. I salute you for what you are doing. And I say, may the gods and goddesses of our land, continue to be with every one of you that speak about our freedom. Every one of you that stand with our leader and our prime minister. Every one of us that contribute towards this freedom. So that the land of our ancestors will bear us witness that we came, we saw, and we conquered. Thank you so much. I yield my mic from here. Thank you, Starman, for this wonderful opportunity.
Daluane David Nana, thank you very much. And yes, me almost every day now I go just Google how many days to December 2nd. Man, I can't wait to guys. I can't wait. But yeah.
Starman, I hope you will be there.
Man, in fact, I'm even thinking because I have one thing I'm doing like that, and I'm thinking let's round up the room. Let me go and finish, get that one out of the way. So, I have to be there.
I beg governor say he want to know me. Allah make him come if he wants to see me.
That clown. That one is just a clown. It's just because he has Nigeria. I mean, come on. Who else?
Starman, can you always hello a minute, please? Can you please, whenever that guy, a big governor of a guy, is having any, online space, titling it our iPod, whatever, can you also bring up an online space at the same time, titling it Yoruba something? Let's do it that way.
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah.
I mean,
so that, and you share it to them.
Very nice suggestion.
I tried that the other day, but someone sent me a message about while in space at the same time as media, but that's how we used to deal with them.
Starman, you can even tag it debunking Abbey governor lies, the same topic.
Oh yes, in fact, I've been planning for the guy. I've been planning how to demystify this, because I've seen him in space telling people, let me even check whether this minister, I can, bring him on space. Next thing, he called one guy, 10 minutes later. I want to demystify all that so that, because, he's managed to get a following now. And, some of those people actually believe him.
Starman.
Because every time
The problem is not doing those type of space. The problem is our people not derailing the topic as well. So sometimes when we come on spaces, let's just stick to business. Leave all these things that are irrelevant. Please, guys. This is the problem we are having. Let's just stick to topic and just say what we want to say and end the space, pass our message, rather than just bringing
please, can I speak now, please? I need like few minutes to air my view, please.
Yeah. And let me just say this. Yeah, and to INEC, to what you said. Yeah, because Mazda K opened the space the other day. He wanted to talk about crypto, and the beginning parts where he was allowing that guy to speak, I understood why he was doing that. He wanted that guy to come up with all the issues people may be having, and then squarely tackle them and show that this is not even an issue, which he did. But I remember at some stage I even slept off. But Mazda, he ended up not doing the full lecture. He told me he wanted to have. So now we're going to have a second space of that. So please, guys, let's try but let's try stick to that to the package is bringing as well, because it's telling us about crypto, how to guard against scams and all those kind of things. And even if we're going to come and ask question, let the question be to try and understand what he's talking about, instead of maybe making a submission and that kind of thing. Because I mean, at some stage, I remember hearing when he got even his voice, he was so tired, Mazda. I mean, and the guy puts in hours.
I go forget my line of thought finish. Go
on, Rage, go on.
Yeah.
Rage, go on.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much, my brother. Because they easy, say Nigeria here will keep forgetting because of the hardship when they here, you get. So first of all, let me greet my great comrade, my brothers and sisters, my dear family. Special greetings to you.
of great Biafrans, great soldiers in the house, and all the great Biafrans all over the world. Special thanks to my Prime Minister, His Excellency, Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, for the Biafra people, Prime Minister of the Soko Coastal Region, hinterland of Biafra, you understand? And we love him so much, we are so proud of him. Thank you, sir, for the great work that you have done for us. Thank you for how close you have brought us to our freedom and how far you have brought us from our slavery. We can't just appreciate you enough. I want to say thank you, thank you, thank you a million times. Another special thanks and greeting goes to my leader, His Excellency, the man that is synonymous with truth. Understand? So I think another name of truth should be Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That should be another name for truth. Understand? You know, seeing him and watching him speak in that court yesterday came down on me that the truth is bold, the truth is brave, the truth is loud. Even when you try to suppress it, when you try to subdue it, it will still come up again to the glaring of everyone, to the glaring of the whole world. You understand? That was what happened yesterday. You know, I could see a man that has so much love for his people. A man that cares so much, even at the point of death, he wants the freedom of his people. He is even willing to go more time just to see that people are free from their slavery. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Ose, the learning jogging now, Ose, Ruza, Zorama, Fumana, na Wabi Horok, Mana, Ufumana, Nyal, in fact, the Biafra, Ufumana, and all the now receive Zazora, already they enjoy freedom on and Wabi Horok, Marokena. As a matter of fact, so shall it be. At the end of the day, the enemies will be put to shame and they will go down before you. You understand? Thank you very much, my leader. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We love you so much. And to the People's Army, BDS, which comprises of the Biafra Liberation Army, Resistance Fighter, Navy, Air Force, Police, and every armed group that is defending the children and the women, the land, the youths, the elderly people of Biafra. We want to tell you thank you very much for the great work you are doing for us. One thing you must know, you must have at the back of your mind is that, just like I've always told the Prime Minister, the God of Biafra is with you. The gods of Biafra are with you. The people of Biafra are with you. And the land of Biafra is with you. This is why we will always have upper hand over the enemy. As a matter of fact, we did not leave our land to go to Yoruba land or to Hausa land or to Fulani land to chase them away from their ancestral land. They came to our land hoping that they can kill us all, wipe us out, and chase us away from our father's land. This land is our father's land. Our father gave the land to us. They came to kill us so that they can wipe us out, so that they can have the opportunity to steal our resources for Britain, to steal our oil for very lazy Britain, you understand? And we, in this modern age, we stand united together as Biafrans, no matter the language we speak. So long as our parents wear two-piece wrapper, we stand united as a people. We stand united as a voice. To say no, we must be free. These people cannot kill us and chase us away from our land. And we will defend the land. We will defend the people of the land. We will defend the culture. We will defend the tradition and the religion of our land. No matter their number, no matter how many they are that they will come. I tell you, the Red Sea has been opened up for them in the land of Biafra, from the south side to the hinterland. The Red Sea of life has been opened up, and the land is big enough to swallow every enemy that has come to kill our children and our women, to take our land away from us, to steal our God's given resources. You understand? So that's the way it is. Thank you very much, BDM. Thank you very much. That is the way it is. Thank you very much for the Biafra
Thank
Liberation. I
you.
mean, we really love this so much. Yes. And I want to speak once again to the people that were in charge, especially to our brother university. You see now that our freedom is very close, Nigeria is working very hard. And sometimes I even believe that they are using jazz, black magic, which is called juju, to conquer us in, like, especially in the media, because there was a program that used to be a very heavy blow to Nigeria. That Wednesday program, that unification program, that was being hosted by university, hosted by our professor, my sister Elon, and the great. As a matter of fact, it was an eye opener. I learned so much because those things that I learned are those things that I know already within me. Nobody taught me. Nobody taught me about them, but I just have that conviction within me that okay, this is who we actually are. You understand? This is who we actually are. So these programs actually confirm all of these things. So, but still on stay, I know Nigeria is trying so much to conquer us, and today those programs we are not seeing that unification program again hosted by. This is one of the ways. And even if you look critically now, it's not for our brother Master K that is always putting us straight. Sometimes we wait for money to leave me. No, you won't see any single Biafran state. You understand? So I'm telling. They don't help us in our various countries where we reside. That this, whether in our poverty, they cause it because of our personal work. When we want to do, we cannot over 80, over 100 million people. No, they see host space for money to live in. And myself, I know if I be host. If I use be host for a work and street, I want to do and sometimes he go you understand them all the same. But I just want to appeal to our people now that our freedom is very close. Please, let's not be weary. Let's not draw back. As a matter of fact, we need to add more zeal. We need to add more zeal now because I know the enemies are not sleeping. You understand? So that is the message I bring today. And like my brother rightly said about the IOU, please, even big countries like Russia, even Israel, as big as Israel is still seeking for funds. Ukraine is still seeking for, even Russia still needs funds because of war. War not be small thing. Our people, please, any idea, wanna try, so that at least wanna they give on a little contribution, so that we can get this freedom that we are asking for. So that is the message. And to Nigeria, I want Nigeria to understand, in the war of 1967 and 1970, we were not born, we were told the story. And one thing that stood out is that Ojuku's parents were very rich, and he used his father money to fight the war. And I want Nigeria to understand that that time is different from this time. Today, you can see a lot of Biafrans, great Biafrans all over the world, committing their fund to the freedom of their people. So this era is different from 1967 to 1970. You understand? And to as many of you that are still sabotaging, I need you to understand that once upon a time, America was a slave in the hand of Great Britain. But there came a time they stood up and started fighting for their freedom. Probably when they initially started, some people were taking it for a joke. How can America fight against the Great Britain with all their weaponry, with all their connection, with everything they stood for? How could America? I don't think America has any chance over this. You understand? But today, America is the world power that you see today. You that is sabotaging, maybe you are thinking that nothing is going to come out of it. But I need you to understand that a journey of a mile begins with a step. Greatness begins with smallness. You understand? So at the end of the day, all I'm simply telling you that when this freedom comes at the end of the day, how will you be remembered? Will you be remembered as the brother that sabotaged your brothers to be killed because they were fighting for the freedom of all? Are you going to be remembered as that Delilah? Are you going to be remembered as Uchinchi, who sold her husband just because of the love of money? And he comes on air to say all manner of things to see that the husband doesn't come out. How will you be remembered? When this freedom comes, when Biafra freedom comes, How will you be remembered? Always ask yourself that question. Thank you very much, my people. Mabi Bora we Biafra, Mamora Wagana. Mabi Bora we Biafra, Mamora Wufoma, Mamora Wo, Mamora Wo, Mabi Bora we Biafra. Mamora Wagana. Thank you very much, my people. My name is Regent Fury, and I yield from here.
Yeah, thank you so much, Region Fury. Akukaria, quickly have the floor and say what you have to say. One name, Akukaria. Neighbor. Oh yeah, now mute yourself and say what you have
Please
to say,
let
my
the next
guy.
person speak. I'll go after the next person. Biko.
And then after the speakers, we'll just close down because I need to go do something. So I see Teddy and Justice, and then after them, Akukara. Teddy, are you there?
Yeah. I greet you all, Biafrans. I've been listening all morning and I've been following up, ranging from when somebody was talking about Papua New Guinea exploration and all whatnot, resources in Africa that we all are missing and form the habit of going to Europe for vacations. And the freedom, most thought about freedom, which other countries we are thinking they had, but in actual sense is pseudo freedom, false freedom everybody is clamoring about. To the extent that even South Africa that just got their independence the other day, and the original oppressors want to get their own independence again. But everything, all said and done, boils down on Biafra. Biafra, with all, the way we're going, the templates and everything we are moving about, it is the only one that can actually warrant the true freedom people need, Biafra. Because this will be a pivotal point or springboard for all other people that are seeking for freedom should actually hinge on. From there, they spring up to whatever motive they have. So that's why I'm looking at Biafra, the template we have, the way we are going about it. I think eventually we are going to get everything. And looking at the court proceeding yesterday, I actually watched a clip of it. And all what I saw there, that the whole thing rekindled a glowing splint. So that whatever we think we're doing, the speeches made there and everything actually empowered us the more to be, to align with the struggle and actually do all what we can to ensure that the whole process is followed, and eventually by December 2nd, the redeclaration will be pronounced and we will forge into action. Looking at the sabotage from even the internal saboteurs and even the fungers, to me, those are fungi things. They've been thinking that everything is on their side, entered into is it agreement or whatever with the Fulanis. To me, which is a very, a coward way of doing something that's supposed to bring a good result. But to me, it's act of cowardice and what I call negative diplomacy, which eventually played a part in their 29,000 people being lost in the southwest region by the Fulanis. And meanwhile, these guys actually entered agreement with some people. Is it memorandum or whatever? You shouldn't kill us, we shouldn't kill you, we live together and all whatnot. But finally, their leader or somebody pressing for their liberation, I think Professor Akintoye, declared that 29,000 of them have been decimated. You see all those things. Those are the karma playing a part. If you go and sabotage somebody who has been doing something good for you, and eventually you do something against the person, karma is real. I think it's one of our guys' name here. Karma is real. We will play back, and things will go their way, the other way as well. On the action we have to do here, we have to actually support the Prime Minister and support the leader, which we know everybody supports, and ensure that everything on our part is achieved on a clean slate. The BLAs, we have to support them, Biafra Liberation Army. Supporting is not just by mouth. We have to help finance the whole thing the government is doing, regardless how small. I was making one wrong arithmetic the other time. I said, okay, assuming that we have 50 million people that actually register for this self-referendum, and probably every week, assuming that 25, half of them, 50% of the people are actually well off and doing, and they probably contribute $1 per week. At least we will get no less than $25 million in a week, which will go a long way to support all this BLA and support whatever the government is doing. And we keep doing this, we see that a monumental amount of money will be raised and to finance all our projects, buying the granules necessary, buying the things that can shoot down the vulture, flying across our airspace, money requires. And we need to. And secondly, we have these lobbyists all around us trying to, image worldwide. They need to be financed as well. These are things we all know we can do. And if we hammer on this, at least $1 a week for almost 20 million, 25 million people, we should be able to do something for the BL and the defense BDF. That apart, the other one, the long-term project, no, okay, don't call it long-term, the IOE thing, is another one for people that actually have resources that can be lent to the government, and eventually they will be paid like 100% or whatever they invested. Some that have the wherewithal to do that will go ahead and equally support. Don't think about what you get immediately, but our freedom is sacrosanct. We should fight for it and get it. That's the most important thing to me. Although we do our own in a small manner, regardless how small, we still support the whole project so that finally, we'll be happy that we left some legacy for our generation unborn, not to come back and be shouting at Fulanis, manipulating our old men. And we claim we are more intelligent and all this and that. They will just manipulate them in such a way. They come, invite them to the north and give them one chieftaincy regalia, and they come back and be dancing to their tune. This is not what we call for. And That's not we want. That's not what we want to leave our children unborn, our generation unborn. I'm happy we have a lot of us here, people that actually they sing the song of freedom. A lot of them, very eloquent, very pragmatic people here. I can't mention all names. There are so many of all these people contribute. Just like in those days we were calling Bono GK, was it Freedom Choir Master? Yeah, I can say this one is more than choir master. All the people we have here, freedom evangelists and general overseers. That's what we have here. Uh, uh, if we keep on to this and even evangelize them more, make sure everything is disseminated across the whole Biafra state. I don't know what happens in the radio. I mean the satellite TV and radio. I don't know how it's spreading this time around. If we can, at this point, that's when we need all those things the more. So we let it spread, and people will hear the story. I'm happy. So most of the time, I log on to the Urobo Isoko and all these Unite things. I listen to everything. Though sometimes listening anonymously, this and that and that. And those are the real things to actually be hammering on. People, is it Eloha, Edlin, and so on and so forth, preaching about things, that can unite us the more and ensure that the Biafra, the fears that people are entertaining somewhere will not be there. That Biafra is just like egalitarian society that will be based on rule of law, and everything about it, people should be rest assured that equal rights will exist. That's why I have to say, at this juncture, we still stand by and listen, and listen to all the submission of all the people. And again, I heard about Papua New Guinea. Yes, I worked there. When I was with Halliburton. I worked there. We did some services for Chevron, and that place is another place they are dealing with the black guys. I have friends there. And eventually, when we went for some engineering training in Colorado sometime in 2000 2001. So I got good friends of mine there from there. Since then, we started being friends and be communicating. Those guys are in trouble as well because they are so marginalized and ripped off by both, what's it called, Indonesia, close to this, is it Jakarta area or whatever, I've forgotten. Those guys they need some support and to liberate themselves as well. As at then, I don't know what's happening here. And again, all other ones, I think Starman mentioned around 55 countries with agitators equally there. I think the springboard will be for Biafran to get this liberation. All others will learn from us because we will stand the chance of telling people this is the real free state and everything should come out of it. This, I yield my mic. Thanks.
Yeah, thank you, Teddy. Thank you very much.
Okay,
Yes, the situation
hello
in
guys
Papua,
there.
West Papua, is
Greetings,
terrible.
Biafrans. I believe most people here are Biafrans. I'm going
Yeah.
to speak to the body language of our leader yesterday in the court, and where he was assuring everyone that he's going to be the last Igbo man to be oppressed in Nigeria and the world at large. It is a thing of joy to behold. You understand? And they are disappointed that the spirit is not broken. That is the Nnamdi Kanu I know. It's Biafra or nothing. And everybody have seen that ours is a just cause. You know, when you have some Igbo people, disingenuous ones, like the one we had earlier in the morning, they come and tell you, Tigbo Zogbo, Tigbo Zogbo. You ask them, self-defense, is it the same as Tigbo Zogbo? But they know what they are doing. Tigbo Zogbo, that is how you put it, to justify your hatred. Tigbo Zogbo, sorry guys, I got a call. Tigbo Zogbo, you are in your house, people who you don't know, people who you cannot vet, people who cannot speak your language, with dangerous weapons around you every day. And when you walk in a way they don't like, they might even shoot you, and there will be no justice for you. So the anger with some of these guys is that we have said enough is enough. We have said enough is enough. For them, life means nothing to most people, especially these black people who were sold into slavery. Life means nothing to them. That is why they were ready to offer thousands, hundreds of thousands of their kind for commodity. It's the same thing happening today. Who is killing who? Hey, people are dying, they are killing people. Where is the evidence? No evidence. But I can show you where the Nigerian army celebrates burning people's houses in our land. There's evidence to that. So it is not a sprint, it is a marathon. But every second, every space we open, every propaganda we counter, inches us close to Biafra. And we know what Biafra is going to be, because we are people, we have planned. We Biafrans are people, we visualize things and make it come to pass. That is who we are. An average Biafran have visualized what Biafra is going to look like. It's going to be beautiful. There's going to be health care. The way Nigeria is now, with the amount of money the politicians steal, no Nigerian is supposed to pay a dime for health care. But because it's a satanic country, it's like that. So we are all doing a good job. It is inching closer. Our leader is strong. There are more people believing that this is the only way. Because I don't think it's the entire people who were intimidated in the last election that we want to come out to vote in an election that will make them remain Nigerians. Even what happened just happened in Edo. So many people are losing hope and believe in the Nigerian project every day. So the problem we have in the IPOB is that we have this problem of seeing things first. That is a short. I don't know how to put it, the right word to use, but it later dawns on you later what we have already seen is that this is the only way out. You might like your Nigeria, but the people who you want to be Nigerians with, they have their plan. They have a way they want to Nigeria with you. For them, fairness, equality with an Igbo person is already cheating towards them. And that is the truth. We are not missing words here. Nigeria doesn't deserve to be, if you are speaking about Nigeria, you miss words, or you try to sound politically correct. You say it the way it is. So we have come a long way. I remember when our leader used to host his broadcast on Radio Biafra and on TuneIn Radio. There's this app called TuneIn. Guys, I'm just listening you small. There's this app called TuneIn. I don't know how popular TuneIn is now, but then it had all the radio. It's an app that has all the radio. I think it's still there on your Play Store or iOS system. Then they have trending radio, top 10 trending radios. Imagine an app that has thousands of radio stations on that app. So to trend top 10 with all the radio stations is not easy. So our leader would like, when he comes on air, you see Radio Biafra trending top 3 to 1. How people wanted to listen to him. We have gone past that now. We told them that let's talk. Now is, if you are coming to our land to come and kill, you know that chances are that you will go for free. Another chances are that you might not survive it. We are no longer in that phase of saying our radio is in top 5. People are listening from all over. You know, we used to compete with the BBC 5, some Asian radios, and even South American radios. Used to do American radios. Once our leader is on air, you see Radio Biafra skyrocket. Before now, we now had our own app, and then everybody moved away from deleted that tuning app. You know, so this is where we are now. We are inching closer, and they know it. That's why they are jittery. The clever ones are looting as hard as they can because it is crushing. Anybody who wants to prevent us from building a society that the rest of the humanity will look and say, okay, black people, we used to see you guys as, you know, 200, 300, 400 years behind, but you can see that you've caught up and you are doing things, you know, in a proper way. We are going to fight with you. We don't want to fight with anybody. We don't want your land. I will just end by saying this. Next time, man, you want to go and do other things for the day. We will not be the antagonizers. We are not doing Tibos Obwe with anybody. But if you are my brother, you say I'm doing Tibos Obwe, and someone who I'm not sure if he's a Boko Haram repentant member comes with Nigerian Army military uniform with gun and say lie down in dirty water, do this, do that, or I will shoot you before you know I've already shot. And I try to fight back, and now you refer to that as Tibos Obwe, it will not be well with you. That's all I know. We will exit Nigeria if history shows that the white people stopped slavery and brought everyone together. And we can also change that history. We have come of age. It's fine. What was obtainable in 1967 to 70 is no longer there today. So it's a different ball game. So I'll stop by saying we are all doing our job. We keep on countering these guys. Thank goodness to social media, especially X. I remember the campaign then, you know, our leaders said everybody should have an X account 2 to 3 different accounts. Used to be a campaign then, you know. So now they kind of prepared everybody. It's fine. Every day they hold him, we are inching closer. We get Biafra, and we will teach them that there is a country whereby thugs don't lord it over others, whereby election can be conducted in a free and fair way, whereby people don't kill to become politicians. It's a service, whereby you don't have to stand on the road and extort people, whereby someone is doing business, you come and tell them to give you certain amount before they can offload. You know, things like that, whereby a 10-year-old from a certain state has to score more because it's from that state. You discriminate against children because of where they come from, which is what Nigeria encourages. We will teach them that you can live life like humans, irrespective of your color. So we will not stop. And yes, Starman, thank you very much. I thank everybody.
Yeah, Kukara, thank you. Thank you very much for that. Justice, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm there. I'm here. I know you guys have been here all night, and it's been a long night anyway. I have to go because listening to some of these our people is so tiring. People like Chief, who the antecedent is for us to continue in this penury called Nigeria that is causing pain to everybody, you know. And the funniest part is that I am always thinking they accuse you of what they are number one in doing. You remember Chief will host space and he'll give people 5 minutes, and if your 5 minutes finish, he will cut you off. But you are hosting space and he came, you give him all the time, still, when you tell him to wait for other people to speak, they will not allow, he will not stop. These are the people who are telling us or advising us how to get Biafra. And it's so funny these days when I listen to this elite. You can see in their voice the fear. There's no other challenge we are facing as of today that is not the problem of the elite class of Igbo extraction of Biafra land. I have checked left, I have checked right. The only problem we are having now as we speak are the elite class who think that they have failed their people, who think that they have become a failure for the success of their people. And now they are running helter-skelter, seeing those people they tag misgrant, seeing them in Capitol Hills, seeing them in South Korea, seeing them everywhere, seeing them in social media, speaking to people, and people are understanding why they needed freedom. And as they pass by, we are proving right that what we have been saying all along is the right thing. Here we have been proving. Now, Yoruba people said they have killed 29,000 of us. Some of their brothers said, oh, the number is not to that, they're killing, but the number is not up to 25,000, 29,000. And for us, we said, they have killed us enough and we will not allow them to continue killing us. Nigeria electoral process is completely fraud. Every morning, every day that break, you will hear a news that confirm that you as a Biafran fighting for freedom are on the right side. This morning, the military discharged a girl who come and accuse a colonel of sexual harassment. Tell me in the world that now the girl become a victim, the one that causing the trouble, while the man who victimized this girl are set free. This is the kind of thing you want my daughter to be part of. When you decide to serve your country with dignity and respect, you come out being molested, being messed up, and your mental health are being completely broke. And this is the country you want your children to continue to support.
I keep asking, what kind of children are these people who still believe in Nigeria are raising? You see a country where your daughter cannot get a job if the guy in the office didn't sleep with her. He will not get a job in ministry if he doesn't have anybody to connect her. But you are in America. In comfort of your home, you can apply for a job. They call you for interview. Nobody needs to sexually harass you for you to get that job. And you are posing. Oh, I'm a RON. Oh, I am this, I'm that. You come home, you build a house. But in Nigeria, you are defending in presence of your children abroad. Cannot offer your children that kind of opportunity of applying for a job, having a clean interview without sexual molestation or harassment. Every morning in Nigeria, the news that comes out of Nigeria is telling you Nigeria will kill you. Nigeria will kill you. And they are still supporting it because you think you live in America and your children are not going to partake in that country. So let me support it, and whatever the people that they are see, let them take it. I hope you guys are hearing me. Stamman, are you there?
Yeah, we can hear you. Go ahead.
All right, thank you.
Yeah.
So you now look at these people. They come, they deceive you of economy. Economy, you don't even know how they form the economy. You don't even know how the economy operates. That's what everything they talk is about. You can see what Vin displayed last night. These are liars. Instead of him to challenge me, this are a man I meet in his office face to face. I personally told him I've been in Vegas. You say you are in Vegas, right? When he's still supporting the obedient movement. Me, on my stand as a Biafran, I said, I'm going to meet you. And I meet this man. His brother is now the governor. And ask him in his face, your brother is now the governor of Abia State. What is the miracle? This man opened his mouth and said, Governor, his brother is a nice man. But governance is not a philanthropic work. Now, what his brother is doing in Abia State is like doing a philanthropic work, just out of his kindness and willingness, and just out of his love for people, not that it's governance. And I say, you know it, that he even say it here that you can't join politics with a clean hand in Nigeria. And his brother is a politician. And Nigerians will listen to this kind of people and believe on what they are telling you, that they're going to get you a better Biafra or they're going to get you a better economy. This is a man that told me that I should forget about what his brother is doing in Abia State, that Nigeria should not be a country in the first place, that Nigeria should be. I said, now, why are you not supporting what Nnamdi Kanu Simon is doing? His answer was that people like Simon, who do they know? How are they going to get us Biafra? Why I'm saying this to all of you is these people knows very well that we are aging to our freedom. They understand the fight we are fighting. But now, they never believe we can go this far. I bet you with my life, because I meet these people one-on-one. I ask them question one-on-one. There's a picture I posted on my timeline one time while I was in Nigeria last year. I stay with one of the faces of obedience in Imo State. Even I sent somebody to go and check out what Jack that come on space and tell you that they want to save Nigeria. Nnamdi Kanu do this, to go and check what that guy is doing. You know that this guy are scammers. They use obedient movement, cashing money left and right and center. He went to Owerri. A day before the election in Owerri, he come and told you that Atan Achono was matching Hope Uzodinma 1-to-1. Everything Hope Uzodinma, he's rugged like Hope Uzodinma. But you people didn't know that he was in Owerri because I hope that they give Atan Achono $1 billion or the 1 billion naira to go and rest and forget about this election. When I talk with the top leaders of Labour Party, this thing was in the public domain. And the people I sent to Jack to know what Jack is doing, you know that these people don't have office. They don't have anywhere there. They come online and say, they say they have an Igbo youth summit in Owerri. Why nobody is asking these people? That's your youth summit you had in last December. Who attended it? The shame no allow them to show any picture of what happened in the Igbo Youth Summit. All of you were here when they are advertising it. All of you were here when they are doing spaces for Igbo Youth Summit in Imo State. Nobody have come back to ask these people, what is the achievement of that Igbo Youth Summit? Because they don't have office. All they are looking for is how to scam people, how to take your money, how to tell you that Nigeria is bad or bad. When you think that they have a genuine way of getting a better Nigeria, you fall their victim. And they will be the first to call you a criminal. Watch all of them. They will call someone a criminal. They will call Nnamdi Kanu a criminal. But the first time Nnamdi Kanu is having any criminal case in his life is for the first time. I mean, DSS arrested him in Lagos. But he lived all his life. Police have never knocked on his door. The same thing applicable to Simon. They will, immediately these people, you see them, the first thing they will tell you, oh, this is a crime. That's why somebody like a chief, they call him himself a chief, come here, and they open his mouth that, oh, Simon is deceiving all of you. Oh, he giving people poster on the corridor. All of you that live in America, how many times do you see Ted Cruz? How many times do you see all the senators and House of Rep member in Capitol Hills? Even you as American citizen, how many times do you see these people? So anywhere you see them, even though in the corridor, don't you think it's a privilege? And have a handshake with them? These are people, every word they say, every hand they shake, there's a CIA or FBI watching them. So when they come and tell you, try to see because they are panicking. It's beyond their imagination that someone will be in Finland and people will go in there for him in homeland as a Biafra Defense Force. The same man is in Finland. The man they call small boy is in Finland and in Michigan. Because this Vin confirmed it that people like Simon, who do they know? But now today they are shocked that this Simon is in Finland and his finance minister is meeting some House of Rep member in America. That's why these people are panicking. That's why they're coming to space. They will come as if they have aligned with what you are doing. They will not show their true color by not you to discuss what you have achieved as in Biafra struggle. That's why when he want to do this place with Starman, the first condition is don't record it because they don't want to be on record of what they say. Secondly, they come and said, oh, I have a differences with Simon, but for this Amaka 10, I support it. Simon have bring Biafra struggle to America. It have been registered in America. America have accepted it. He will talk you into believing that now they are having a rethink and understanding that our freedom is the most important thing. But immediately you bring them in to discuss it, the first thing they go attack is your finance. The first thing they will talk is your genuity. The first thing they will attack is who is in charge, because their fear is now you have achieved what they could not achieve. So if they cannot be the elite that are leading it, all these people you are doing, you are fake. You are not real with what you're doing. So when they're talking to you, they want you to give them a preferential treatment in the struggle you have paid with your blood and water. Then they will come in the enjoyment time and said, oh, now we are Biafra. Oh, we support someone who did a good job. After you have suffered years. And when you tell them, we know your positions when we started these things, you see them, they get angry and they walk away. They don't want to humble themselves. They don't want to remove their ego and understand that people have paid the price, the heavy price of freedom. Or they want to come and that is why they always tell you, if you get this your Biafra, who is going to be your president? If you get this Biafra, is it not the same politicians that are going to even be part of the politics? Because that's what they think. So when they talk good about your struggle, and that makes me to understand what Nnamdi Kanu said, that when the people who are opposing you begin to praise you, when they check yourself, you might have derailed without even you knowing it. This is what these people do. Because when they talk good of things you do and they want to come into the struggle, all they want to come is to destroy what you have built. And then inside their authority, to confirm that this Biafra you are fighting it's still the elites that are going to control it at the end of the day when you get it. And when you tell them no, they get angry and walk away. And when they get angry and walk away, they know that what you are doing is genuine. What else do they think they're going to do? All they're going to say is everything bad about your struggle. If they call you criminal, it didn't sell. They call you terrorist, it didn't sell. They now come with accusation that you are killing your own people. The people you are claiming that you want to fight for their freedom, now you are killing them. That's what Vinoti is playing out. But when you ask him, his brother went to Lord Banta and find the dead bodies in a Fulani camp. Did Vini ever talk about it? No. He will come and talk and talk and talk, try to put down our struggle. But when you want to now challenge him, he said, this is not where we talk about Simon Ekpa. Why are we making this topic about Simon Ekpa? But anywhere you see him, anywhere he talk, if you cannot say 2 or 3 words without telling you Simon Ekpa is the cause of the insecurity in their labor. But when you now tell him, let's talk about this Simon Ekpa, let's check who are doing it, they will tell you that let's not make the topic about Simon Ekpa. This is not how these evil elites are. So that's why I'm always telling Biafrans, be wary of these people. I have met these people privately, and I challenged him last night. I thought he would come and say, the day you meet me in my office, these are what and what we discuss, and disagree. You told me people like Simon, is it people that are going to get you Biafra? Who do they know? People like Nnamdi Kanu, is it by shouting on radio, is how they're going to get the Biafra? That the day you see them making a move in Capitol Hills, the day you see them making a move in diplomatic way, writing letters, that day you support them fully. Now, someone is in Capitol Hills. Someone is writing letter. You are still planning how to write a letter. He said we can go and march in Capitol. Are you guys not listening to these people? I told him I have nothing to my parliament, my PM, my MP in California while I was living there. And the man replied and signed it, personal letter back to me and told me, we have seen your report. We will do something about it. And that's ended. There's not much you can do. But now we have seen people who are pushing this thing with everything they have. They will tell you they are misguided. Ngozi Orabueze, is he any hard person? Our sister in Amaka in Canada got a problem. And then and the sermon, they stepped in. Didn't you people see the result of it? The Nigerian government know that, no, this is not the time to play with any Biafrans. Our chief of staff, show us your qualification. Show us your CV. People like Chief should come and show us what they do in America or what they do wherever they are. Show us their CV. With a woman who have been in psychology, go and read the testimony of people who have gone through his classes and what they learn. And some people will come and ask you, who is going to get us Biafra? Then when you challenge them that what you that think you are elite, that you know people, what are you doing? Like one of our sisters talked last time. They all do to advertise their business. They are now into AI. They are just looking for a way of making their business profitable in Nigeria because Nigeria have no rules. But they cannot even run any business in America because they know that in America there was rules and they will pay taxes from their annuals. So they want to use our vulnerable people that are poor to tell you that they have charity organizations. Go and check. All of them telling you they have charity organizations. They want to help people. Go and check. They come to America. They say they have NGOs. And they are using it to get money from some churches and organizations. And they give you peanuts and you think they are helping you. They are not helping you. They are putting the real money in their pocket. And then when they dash you $100, you think they have helped you. They have not helped you. They know what total freedom stands for. That any day, we Biafrans are in total freedom and sovereignty of our country. We'll throw them into garbage because their elitism will go to the trash because they have nothing to offer. But they always come and tell you, you can't listen to diverse opinion. But to ask them, why are you not listening to our own diverse opinion? Why are they not looking at what we have done and what we have achieved? They don't want to hear it. You people who should be so observant, they don't want to hear that we talked with Ted Cruz. He have not come up with tell you that Ted Cruz is about to lose his seat in America, that he's fighting for his political career. What is our business fighting with the political career? If he has been a Senate, a House member for a long time and another person, we go and meet the other person too. What is our business? Who win? We are talking about the office. We are not talking about the personality. Because they know they have lied, they have failed. Now they are coming with the excuse that the people we are meeting doesn't matter. But we meet the Speaker of House of Representatives of America. That doesn't matter for them because they think when we started that we're going to step aside. They think when we started, when they do this, they are accusing you of criminal terrorists, that you don't even step your feet in Nigeria. But they were shocked, some of us went there. People like me and Akokada, we are there. We tell them, anywhere you want us to meet, stay the venue. Death comes only once. Are you better than people that have died? You think you are better? And when we make this move, all of them, they run into there. I was in over asking them, where are you people having this your summit? You didn't see anybody. Because I know if that summit have been a success, you will see it all over social media. Because they want to tell you what Simon is doing in Finland, they can do it. But they can't even do it in their land. They can't even call a family meeting. Whenever you make this success, they want to talk down on it. That is my madness last night about these people. Finn. He started this space as if, oh, he now understanding what we are doing. Oh, let's discuss it. Let's ask question and answer. No, that's how he will come. But immediately he come close, he now want to shut out the people who have championed the real freedom. And then they don't want you to discuss it. So we discuss about them. What are we going to discuss with Vin and people like Chief? When they will tell us Igbo economy, as if we have never had economy before them. As if they are more intelligent like somebody like Ekweme, or somebody like Michael Opara, or somebody like Simon Bakwe. All these great leaders, they think they are more smarter than them. And you ask them, the Igbo business you want, like Starman told the chief last night, can you invest $1 million in Ali Igbo? As long as Ali Igbo becomes still be part of Nigeria. Can you go? Like he's sending that money alone to Nigeria and you want to retrieve, you're already going to lose like 30-40% of that money without even using it for anything. Just the money sitting in your bank and coming back to America, you're going to lose 30-40% of that money. Already. And somebody is saying you to go, as if when you are taking that money to Alibo, you're going to carry it on your head. It's not going to go through Nigerian bank or going to go through Nigerian process of money entering Nigeria and then you reach Alibo. You just bypass it. And this money will just land in your village and then you start using it for whatever. And the money you use to invest in your village is not going to change to be. If you bring dollar, you're not going to change it to Naira. That's what they are trying to tell us. That under Nigeria, you can build the economy with Naira, that you will bring dollar to invest in. And I ask them, what kind of investment are you doing in Alibo self? Can we scrutinize this investment they are trying to tell us to go and do? If anytime you see this chief, ask him, Chief, I have 1 million naira now. Where do I invest it in Alibo? Which infrastructure do you want me to put it? Go and check. They will tell you to go and buy a plot of land. And you build a house and sell. Who are you selling it? Is that an investment when you cannot manufacture? These are the things these people want us to do. And we're telling them, how can you do Igbo economy within Nigeria? Are you going to use another money? Are you going to use another currency? Are you going to use another police? Are you going to use another army? Why you can be doing that investment in Alibo after going through the process of importing goods from Lagos, then you transport it to East, then you are building. Somebody who don't like you, who become a governor, we just give DSS order from Abuja. They will not contact your council police. They will not contact any security apparatus that is within your area. They'll come straight to your house and pick you and straight to Abuja. And these are people who are telling us to come and live, as if we don't know, we are stupid, that we have never lived in that country before. Like today, I can say, if I'm one Nigerianist, I can say, oh, this boy has been insulting me in the village. So you think you can insult me because I will arrest him. Before you know it is in Abuja. That have no jurisdiction on where the crime is committed. The same thing Nandekali is saying in the court yesterday. You are persecuting a man. You say he committed crime in London. Now you don't have jurisdiction in the area he committed the crime, but you want to put him on trial. This is Nigeria they are talking about. And this is where you want Igbo people to come and invest. This is the evil of these people. He beats all human imagination. When these people talk and think that people fighting for freedom are so stupid, they don't know what to do. We have proved every round that we have been all right all along. But because this elite class are evil, they don't want people to see how the evil they are. They want to paint us criminal. But we told them. Nanekari said, the injustice on Igbo man stops with him. Why do you think he's saying it? Is he saying it because of Chief Ogidi? I'll be saying it because of him. He's saying it because of people like me and you who have stand on our ground and said, you see this Biafra, either we get this Biafra or we die. I told them, and they know it. The day I meet Vin in his office, he think I told them in his face. I told him I'm even going to Nigeria. It's better to die than to live this kind of life. I told them. So let nobody panic. And let nobody to buy to this their nonsense of talking. Oh, who are you meeting? You see this Biafra? It's going to come. And they know it. And they are panicking. That's why they open space. They come to your space. They are finding a way to break you. Don't you see for 3 years to 4 years, they have tried all they can do to break MMK. And they see they cannot do it. The same thing they are trying to break you, because if they break you, they break MMK. But they have seen that they cannot break us. That's why you see them running mad. They are not coming to your space. They are not running everywhere. Everywhere you see that they come as anonymous to listen. They will tell you we are having an echo chamber. Now, when you want to engage them in a conversation, they cannot even stand to answer one simple question. They will not answer one simple question. These are people who will tell you that when we want to talk, because we disagree on what you were threatening us, but they're the one that will tell you that come back to Nigeria now. They don't know that whenever they tell you come back to Nigeria, fight your freedom, it's a threat. They know that this country does not have rule of law. That police arrest you, you're a dead man the next day. They don't know that it's a threat. But when you tell them get out because you are not making sense, they say you are insulting them. That's the way they play their game. And we have gone through it. Before gold can become gold, you go through fire. We have gone through the real fire. And like our Prime Minister said, the more fires are coming. And we are prepared to chase them down. I have told Prime Minister, we have to activate citizen arrest. And it's going to happen. I have told him, you better activate citizen arrest. We're gonna. If you mention that you're a Nigerian politician, the next morning we have our handcuffs and our bulletproof in front of your house to arrest. We are not gonna. We're gonna arrest you, put you in chain, and tell people that you are the one that make them not to have schools, not to have electricity, not to have good road. We will activate this citizen arrest, and it's gonna happen soon. We catch you. We put handcuff in your leg, and then you explain to your people. What do you do to them? Because this is evil. What they are doing is evil. You come, you pretend as if you have like my sister said, you have a good, genuine, but you want to advertise your business. If your business didn't sell, then you want to talk down on what they are doing to get their freedom. My brothers and sisters, Biafrans, I'm telling you, you see people like Yvin, Chief, all the elite class, they glorify criminals. Go and check them. Somebody telling me in his office that every politician in Nigeria, their hand is not clean. But his brother is the governor of Abia State. So your brother is number one person you should disown for being part of criminal gang. You told me that every politician in Nigeria is a criminal, that you cannot enter Nigerian politics with a clean hand. But your brother is governor of Abia State. Somebody saying two things from his different mouth. Then you still come and said we should go and believe politicians in getting our freedom. and you call the people that are doing the thing, who do they know? Then when they show you they know somebody, you now come and say the person they know is about to lose his political career. What does that show you? That this elite know that Biafra will put them in the dustbin. He would.
Justice, my brother. Sorry, Justice. You know that this is the problem of these guys. They always think that they know people. This has been their problem. You know, they have molded them in a way that they believe noisemakers, that they know people. Like some of us that is here doesn't know anybody because they used to call in the Bosinane and and secondly, you made a very good point, you know. We know these people that the reason why they come here thinking that maybe after 3 years some of us will change, you know, will change. They want to break me and you because they know that when they break you, they break PM, they break Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. But today, they can't break you, they cannot break Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Go ahead, my brother.
Thank you, my brother. That's the thing they want to do. They want to break us. Because you can't stand what they have done to us. Do you forget before 2023 election, the pressure that was mounting on Simon Epa? They thought, they even wanted to kill him, both spiritual and physically. Have you guys forgotten? When Nnamdi Kanu will come on radio and be shouting and screaming on top of his voice, and these people will call him that he's looking for a war, that he's a criminal. Now Nnamdi Kanu is in detention. They will not say Nnamdi Kanu is a gentleman. He's the one that listens to others. That Simon doesn't listen to others. They said Simon is a violent man. Now Simon is going to Capitol Hill on a diplomatic move. Simon have written to ECOWAS. They see the write-up. They see the response from all these places. They can't even verify. They can't even come with a verifiable fact and said, "Oh, he said he wrote to ECOWAS." But a few days ago, they see that what happened in ECOWAS, and they will not take it off from there and said, "Really? So this guy have gone to ECOWAS. This guy have gone to Capitol, and we think he's playing or he's scamming his people. Is that not hard time we ask him a question? Where do you need our help? No, because if they ask that question, their ego will die. If Biafra comes, their ego will die. Because they will always try to tell you, oh, this Biafra you are positioning, you are not want to talk to your House of Rep member, this and that. When Biafra comes, is it not the same politicians that are going to be part of and be your leaders in this Biafra? And you tell them that you think after we suffer all these things, all this humiliation, and we allow somebody like Ojo Zokalo to hold the position in our Biafra? Are you kidding me? Oh, you think? And that is their fear. When you say things like this, they become agitated because they know there's no place for them in this our Biafra that is coming. They don't have any space because they have stained their hand. The blood of our people is in their hand. We're gonna put them in court. We're gonna judge them. They're gonna account for the blood of our people they contributed in their killing. Because any politician in Nigeria from Biafra land that have supported Nigeria must have killed 1 or 2 people to advance his political career. It's a fact. We can show proof of this fact. The man that was killed in Anambra State, I have told this story over and over again. The House Rep member they want to tie on IPOB head. They kill this man, cut off his head and put it on the road. Have Anambra people asked who killed this man? He was a House member. And this man wanted to go for his re-election. Soludo said, no, I have a candidate that will replace you. And this guy refused. He went to all the traditional rulers in Anambra State. He went to all the Reverend Fathers in Anambra State complaining about Soludo, don't want him to be re-elected. Soludo insisted, now when this man died, is it not a common sense people to ask? The only political opponent heavily against this man is Soludo. Soludo, can you come and tell us the last meeting you have with this guy? Who attended that meeting? Why is the guy crying about his life before he died? And you are the one telling him, Either you step aside or you pay with your life. Common sense. Because every politician in Nigeria have killed one or two people to get to that level. That is why they don't believe in our Biafra, because our Biafra will call them and ask them, when you are doing campaign in so year, so people died. What happened to them? They know we're going to hold them account. By the time we started arresting them, we're going to hold them in a account of the evil they have done to our people. That is why they send people like Vinoti, who claim that, oh, he don't want a position. Lie from their two sides of the mouth. Oh, we don't want a position. All we want is the betterment of our labor. It's a lie. People like a chief who are trying to carry a portfolio for all the politicians in our labor that will come here and open space and said, oh, this is Igbo space. We want to advance the economy of Igbo. And you ask him, where is this economy coming from? When you come to Igbo land to invest, are you going to use Igbo different money from Nigerian money? Are you going to use a bank different from Nigerian banks? Are you going to secure it with a police different from Nigerian police? Are you going to secure it with a police from army different from Nigerian army? Tell me how you're going to exclude yourself so that Nigeria evil will not be further your business you want to put in Igbo land. Tell me how you're going to remove yourself so that the police will not come and burn that business when you don't give them bribe. They will not ask you this question because they know we're going to hold them account. And they know we don't say things that we are not sure of. We don't come and say here now, oh, you're a criminal without knowing that you are surely a criminal, that we don't have a proof on you. But them, they can show. During the 2023 election, they were calling someone a different kind of name. Oh, he has been arrested. Oh, go and they extradite him. As if we don't know how international law works. Even in one of their meetings, one of them told them, all these things that we are doing here is a waste of time. We know Scandinavia country will not release Simon. Why are we wasting our time? One of them said, oh, we have to do something now so that people will see that we are doing something. In their private meeting, I listened to it and I laughed. One of them told them that this thing you people are calling for extradition of Simon, you people know that it's not possible. Even these people know what freedom fighting means. They understand it and they know how it works. Why are we wasting our time here trying to, he said, you have to put out to public and fear. One idiot Onyeka was in that meeting. They said, we're going to gather documents. We're going to send it to finish this thing. Oh, Anambra person, bring this proof you have. Everybody gather your proof. And one person told them, are you gathering proof to give them on what? Somebody like Chudi, who claimed that he's obedient, went to Google and Google for Finnish police and come with shamelessly on public and said, Finnish police have said, this is our email. If you have any proof against Simon, he's going to be rearrested in 3 days or 4 days. If you have any proof, send email to this police. And the police came out and said, you guys should stop sending this rubbish to us. Finnish police come out, stop sending this thing to us. In their secret, they know that they cannot do so. But they want to come public and tell you that they can have power to bring. That's why in Senate, people like Efan Yoban went to Senate and be discussing how to extradite Simon. Because they are trying to put up something that Nigerians will say, oh, they are talking about it. They are going to, because they know from the get-go that there's no way they can get someone arrested in Finland or extradited from Finland with the kind of status he have in Finland. But some people will believe them thinking that they are doing something. My brothers and sisters, you see this elite. I told them I hate them with passion. Do you think I don't want to be in the class of elite? Do you think Starman don't want to be in the class of elite? Do you think all of us here, none of us want to be class of elite? But I know they are evil. It's too much. In America, elite class will make sure that people at least have average of their needs. But you know, elite class in Africa or in Nigeria or Igbo, they want you to be the lower of the lowest so that they're always suppressing you. That's the evil of the elite class. which Vin and the Chief and co, all of them think that they are elite. Go and watch Nnamdi Kanu video with shake hand across the Niger on YouTube with Dele Momodu, Pato Tommy, Banja Kintoye, Adebanjo. Pato Tommy was trying to explain how the elite can do this and do that. And Nnamdi Kanu asked him, what kind of elite you guys are? Elite of stupidity. Is it the elite you want me to respect? You see your people going through hell. You guys, before the election of Edo, do you see how they are promoting Akpata? Now, Akpata didn't even come third. Did they mention how many votes Akpata gathered? They said the obedient movement headquarters is in Edo State. You thought Akpata will run everybody over and become the governor. Now he failed. They have moved on and forget what they said before that election. The same thing they did in 2023. They have tried to move on and forget what they said about us. How they plan to terminate us, how they plan to arrest all of us with DSS, how they threaten all of us that, oh, hand will touch you before that election. They want to move on and forget all the things they said about us. And you people, we are here, you are witness. As if we didn't hear what they said. People like this Vin, all the things they said, people like the so-called Church and Bell lawyers, they all said things that are going to happen before. Now the election is over. Now they want to forget about all the things they said to us that are saying Nigeria will not work. Nigeria is a fraud. Nigeria is a scam. I can never support Nigeria. I can never be part of Nigeria. The only thing that our people need is freedom. Then when they go for that, their solution, and they fail, instead of coming to tell us, okay, I have seen that you guys have always profound solution. Let's go by your solution. They will not say we are not listening to diverge opinion. Your diverge opinion that have put my life in danger. Are you guys have forgotten that obedient election cost our people shop in Lagos? Our people lost their businesses. They lost their money. They lost their lives. Obedient election only cost these things. Now they want us to move on and want us to still listen to their diverse opinion that have made our people to lose their businesses, lost their shop, lost their money, lost their time. That's the diverse opinion they want you to listen to, and you want to believe them, that they have good intentions. Oh, we should be listening to diverse opinion that will put the life of Nnamdi Kanu and Simon Ekpa in danger. As soon as they get you to obey that their diverse opinion, the next thing is to arrest you. I'm telling you the fact. As soon as you start listening to that diverse opinion, the next thing is to snitch on you and you will get arrested, like how they did to Nnamdi Kanu. They said Nnamdi Kanu listening to the elders. While listening to the others, what did he end us to? In DSS custody. Simon doesn't listen to others because they have tried to kidnap him. It's not possible for them. So when they come, oh, let's not discuss it. Let's not make the topic about Simon. They are lying. They know they are lying. They want to break you and me. They have tried. You think they have not threatened me? They have even used people very, very close to me to threaten me. The people that they know that I hold in a, but it shocked them when they will send those people they think that I hold in high esteem. And I shut those people down. I said, I know you have been my father, you are mentor for a long time. But you see, when it comes to freedom, Dad, please step aside. Our people need to be free. How old are you now? What have you guys achieved with all this money you guys make and all the business? Like one boy from Enugu that is 17 years old. Didn't you people listen to that small boy, 17, came here that anybody telling you anything about Simon or saying Biafra this and Biafra? That small boy, 17 years old, he asked Chief, Ahezora came 60 years, apart from that house you build in your family house, apart from that car, has Lexus, as if Mpany now manufacture Lexus. The boy asked all of them, a 17-year-old child, here's what I came 60 years, here's what I got. Ezochaya, a guy in a village, Gijano, I wasn't allowed. But I say, because their hands are not clean. All the ones that are not going for labor, when that can add watch. Akukaria can bear me witness. If your hand is clean, there was a kidnapping that happened in Anambra State last Christmas. I know the story behind it. All these their evil business they do. All these their criminal business they do. All these their 419 they do. They kill themselves on it because they want to come home and buy Lexus to show our people that the Jaime go arrive. Because Biafra is not giving that space again for them to come and brag. Because when you do 419 and do drug, you come and buy big car and come and dash our mothers for 5,000. Hana Agrogegu, thinking that you make a genuine money. Now we are telling them, this one that is coming, we know your job. So be wary of them. Because they don't have that space again to come. Or maybe when they do business, all these their evil business from Thailand to Hong Kong to China, and they now suppress because Hana saw onye je igu ka ego na-eso. All their ways. When you do business with your brother, you took all the money and you come Nigeria where there is no law, and you go and meet a police officer and said, protect me. And when the boys come and ask you, the business we gave you, the money that come out from it, why you don't want to give us our own share? Hey, what the police is suppress those guys, intimidate and they think they will go free. Now, when these guys see them on a very tight corner and kidnap them, they accuse it of agitation. They think we don't know. Don't you guys see the pictures of our people being as a collateral in a drug gang in Pakistan and in different countries? And when they do these things and they don't pay back the money they take, they use it to do Meokanga, Odogu, on a village. Yellow on a village, only $4 billion. Then at the end of the day, these guys say, got them on a tight corner. They will say, oh, Ozoblo massacre, what caused it? These things are still going on our land, even as we speak now. But you know the difference now is that Biafran agitation have made it possible for you to come and tell us that Ibutenego. We will not ask you where did you KBC Ibutego? How did you make it? Because we know what you guys do. So it becomes difficult for them to come and flex in our front with this their evil money. So it's making them to see Biafra agitation as their enemy. But they don't know we want to sanitize our society so that our children can have a genuine money, so that when you have 100,000, this 100,000 can give you peace of mind. And their fear is that they're going to answer for all the atrocity they committed, both in and outside Biafra land. Do you know how many of our brothers that they have given drugs to sell for them and they end up in Thailand prison, or end up in Malaysia prison, or end up in Chinese prison? And these are the people who come to show Okanga. Do you know how many of our brothers they have put in? When you, if I tell this story, some people will think that I'm joking. I remember the first time I landed in Hong Kong, I was trying to survive, and somebody wanted to send me to Singapore. At that time, Nigerian passport goes to Singapore without a visa. But you know how God works. They discussed how to send me to Singapore. While they are discussing it, because I was looking for how to extend my visa. I don't want to go back to the evil country called Nigeria. They see it as an advantage of using me to traffic drug to Singapore. And somebody volunteered to say, okay, now they got Singapore, we know ya 1 month. How about visa Batakwa Hong Kong? I said, really? I bought to the idea. But while I was leaving from that meeting, one of them called me on phone and said, I look at you, you're a very gentle guy. You don't deserve to be deceived like this. Don't go on that trip. I said, why? He said, they will package you as if you want to go and extend your passport. But the briefcase you're going to have, you don't know what is inside. These are our people. They are not foreigners, they are Igbos. If I go on that journey successfully and make the money, I will not even know that they use me in trafficking drugs. And if I go it, I didn't make it, I will end up in Singapore and I will get executed. They will put me on death row. They have done this thing to many of our brothers in Turkey. many places, and they have now become the rich guy you see flexing in the village, and they want to buy Lexus now. That Lexus they want to buy, they are now afraid to drive it because the boys knows that you have used the blood of your brothers to make money, and you are coming back to show them that you are buying Lexus. This is why they are afraid of Biafra. You think they don't know? Because we will scrutinize everybody. We will question your source of income. Because we want tax from that money you have so that we can build road and electricity to our people. Because any money that doesn't have source, you cannot trace out to tax the source of that money. You can only tax money that you know the source. You cannot tax money that you don't know the source. And that's their fear. That's their fear. When they come to open Igbo space and I tell you about coming and to invest in Igbo land, ask them which investment do you want me to go and invest. Give us the template of the investment now. Let's follow you. What are the investment? Hotel and buying off land from parents who cannot pay school fees of their children because you can intimidate them with the money you make from drug money. How do you make your first 1 million? Can you tell us before you tell us how to get Biafra? Can you explain to us how you make your first 1 million? We have keep celebrating the criminals, the 419ers, from Ezego, from during time of Odengene, Arusha Okozo, Charlie Million. Do you people forgot? They know Biafra will bring stop to all these things. I'm not saying that there's not going to be people that have the intention of doing crime, but they know we're going to reduce it to 50% because we know what is pushing our people to crime. We know what is pushing our people to desperation of make money because go and hustle, go and hustle. Ask them what kind of hustle they want you to go and hustle. Go and make money so that women will not insult you. You are messing up our women with money you make from drug, and they say women are not respecting us. You have failed our children as a politician. You want to sleep with our daughters because you feel his father has no money to send her to school. Then you tell her, don't worry, send out your daughter to me so that we can see how he school. And the man, innocent poor man, will send the daughter. You molested the child and gave him 100,000 for school fees. These are the things you want us to be swallowing as a people. You take advantage of our poor people, our vulnerable mothers, to sleep with them so that their daughter can be your secretary. This is the things where Biafra will stop, and they know it. And when Biafra stop it, it doesn't stop there because we're going to still ask you. The girl that come to Abuja in your invitation to get a job, what did you do to her? This is, people would then say, don't speak bad about the dead. If I don't know anybody, I know Ifanyoba. One of the guys that died on his convoy, I know him. What is going to happen to the children or to the family? What are they going to do? How much are they paying this family? These are people who cannot even pay the salary of their workers, but they are willing to arm people to stop the Biafra agitation. Because I will be in front and ask them questions because I know majority of them, I know their source of income. I know. I'm not, because they say it's not everything that we say in public, but I know their source of income. All these people, they throw account everywhere, hacking our people's account all over. Don't you people see Hush Puppy? If Hush Puppy was in Nigeria today and open a bar, their business doesn't stop. It doesn't pass opening a joint where people come and prostitute and where all these Yahoo boys will come because that's where they sit and have their connection meeting. Because nobody with a genuine business who want to discuss a genuine business proposal that come to a bar where people will be drinking alcohol and what are you going to discuss there? It's only Yahoo people and prostitutes that will stand in front of the bar, and that's the business they open. Go and check out their businesses. Which business are they opening? Joint. They carry it to go to Imo State. they feel like, oh, here, the Yahoo boys have shifted because, oh, Biafra agitation is coming. Oh, and these Yahoo boys are now afraid. When you ask them what kind of money they make, they move it to Lagos where nobody will notice that. That's how they run up and down without their bar thing. They'll never open a textile mill. They will never open a manufacturing plant. They will never open anything apart from where they will see one guy. They come. Hey, no, you wanna as Thailand. You think these are slangs? These are real. These are real things they do. Go and check the investment they want you to do. So, my brothers and sisters, I have speak for so long. I hope you guys. These are things you need to take because when they break you, they break it now. Don't you see the confidence in the Kalu speak yesterday? But when a GFO was handling that thing, they even want to cut him off from talking. They don't want him to say a word in the court. They just want him not to say anything. But since a GFO left that legal team, him and the Zuckerman, now the Kalu come to court, he even stand on the podium and the school the judge and tell him what your law says and why you have compromised against that law. But during their days, they don't want Nnamdi Kanu to say nothing because they want to break us and then go back to him and say, your commanders have surrendered. Are you going to be... The same thing they do to Wazirike. You guys, have you forgotten? The time the lockup was Wazirike, maybe some of you people don't know. The lockup was Wazirike. Nobody spoke to Wazirike for a very long time. Wazirike was not getting information that what was happening around outside the world. What they did was to send Andy Oba to start identifying the people that are working with Wazirike, all his commanders. They begin to buy them over one by one. The ones they cannot buy over, they kill them. The first time they appear in the dungeon to talk to Wazirike, what do? They come with his commanders and told him, and the commanders was the one telling him that, Oga, let's almost the case here. And Wazirike asked, at that point, what do you think I would do? The people that I think that will have my back when I fight this fight and come out. Now they have come and tell me that, oh God, drop this thing and then when the case here. Okay, if I come and become against them, what do you think they will do to me? They're going to kill me. And I have to surrender. That's how they bought Wazirike over. The same thing they applied against Nnamdi Kanu because they bought everybody over. But they don't know there's one man standing somewhere. And then Nnamdi Kanu did it because of his wisdom. How can you tell me that the Carlo have over millions of followers and he still tell you that he needed 100 men? And the day he mentioned it to Simon, Simon said, that 100 men you need, I will be 50 out of that 100. Mark me as 50. Go and look for the other 50. Because he took his position immediately. And then the Carlo took notice of it. And it was the conspiracy of, because Simon was coming to the struggle, that even led to Nnamdi Kanu arrest. Because now they cannot wait again. They switch in immediately, thinking that if before him and the Simon will have a very strong bond, let's make sure that they didn't develop that bond. But they don't know that that little connection have changed the game. They don't know. And they went and took him. Now they always, you remember early stage they are asking in interview, they will say, what is Simon understand? What is you understand about Simon? They can't even listen to the person who asked that question. And that makes them afraid not to ask it again. Because remember when Nnamdi Kanu was arrested before, he come out and said, it was Avengers that made them to release me. Avengers give them condition on how to release me. If not, they're going to cause havoc in the high sea. Today, MK is talking because he knows that we are standing on that ground he was standing and saying that Biafra must come. Not Vin and Co and these people come and tell you rubbish. Don't be deceived, my brothers. We know what we are doing. We are standing on a very solid foundation. They know we believe. We are so passionate about what we believe. They know that we have even forget our life doesn't matter to us anymore. That is why they are running from pillar to post. They will bring people like Ogidi so that he will come and talk softly. And people will think that justice that shouting from on top of his voice is the one that violates. And when they don't succeed, they come to call you a criminal. Don't you see Ogidi coming, Tony? You know, I have been in business. I have printed posters. I have stand in front of Computer Village. I was sharing posters to everybody that is coming into the market. Why are you sharing that posters? Is it not for them to patronize you? Is it not for them to understand the kind of business you do and what you want to achieve? Even if we printed charter and went to Capitol Hill and sharing to every hacker and did it, everybody that is coming out from those places, is it not an effort to be commended? And somebody coming to, and you want to take that person as person who want to build Igbo economy. They are not building Igbo economy anything because they cannot build like more than Chidebre transport. They cannot build more than Uzishuku. They cannot build more than the Young Shagro. They cannot build more than Michael Opara. They will be not. They do nothing. They don't have nothing. They are not real people. They only come here to bamboozle us. They will not build nothing. They know. That is why they want you to be within Nigeria, so that Nigeria will be their blanket of committing this atrocity. Let's save our daughters, our wives, from them using money to intimidate them, because when they put somebody like Justice to jail, what do you think they will do? They will say, "Nah, I'm going to diga and it's up." They go to Abuja, can discuss how can see release that idiot or that your husband self. What else do you think they want to do? They want to sleep with my wife or molest my daughter in the name of trying to help them release their father. Because families need their father back. And in the expression of that, they don't know when they will now go into things that their father don't even believe or the ideology. I'm giving you a typical example of what happens in Nigeria. When they arrest you, they go after your family. They will now talking to them. If you go and tell them that Melanie Kage may release Nadim or release them Pam, they will not be giving you condition of Abuja. DSS and I will talk to them. You go and have a visit. You will not bribe one or two of them there. You, as their wife or as their daughter or as their son, will go and visit your father and you talk one or two things, thinking that they have genuine reason of releasing your dad. For where? Oloriro, Yoruba. A lie. Then they will start messing with your daughter, messing with your wife, messing with your family. And now, what do you think they're going to do? They're going to find a way to kill you, because they kill you, the story will not come out. Because they know if you come out, you find out the true story. And now you have a problem with your wife and your children. This is the template of Nigeria. If you think that I'm lying, come, let's debate it and let's show the proofs. But you know what Nigerian is, they are evil. When you tell them their lies and truth in their face, they come up with accusing you of, oh, you're a terrorist, you're a criminal. We know what they do. We know what they do. Even within themselves. You see them coming to social media telling you, oh, he's a millionaire. Oh, my people, we need to understand that Biafra will stop so many things. And that is why they are panicking. Have you been to Abuja? How they are molesting our sisters? Do you think you can stand when your father cannot pay your school fees? Or as a boy, you watch your mom grill in pain in hospital and they said you need a deposit of 500,000. Why can't you do Yahoo? When you see your mother in the hospital and you cannot pay her hospital bill and is supposed to go through surgery, why can't you become an armed robber? Do you guys understand the pain Nigerians and what our people are going through? This is how they are pushing us to crime. And after they push you to crime, they use that crime to kill you. Don't you understand that the people that are agitating for Biafra are the only people that have human heart, who want to stop all these things so that we can live a normal life, so that if your mother is sick, insurance can take care of her while you do your business and do your things. So don't let anybody deceive you. You see people like Vin, they are dead. I'm not saying it behind. No, somebody can call this particular place and send it. This is what I said. They are more evil than the Fulanis we are fighting. You see, people like Chief Ogidi, they are more dangerous. That's why I got angry sometimes when you people said, "Oh, they don't. They will come with. Oh, they don't. Simon and his gang. They don't listen to divergent opinion. The opinion you gave us to go and get PVC, and PVC kill our people and kill their business. And you still want us to believe on your divergent opinion that will put us more life in danger. And we shut you down, and you said we don't have respect. You come and you say Nigeria should not be a country in the first place, that everything Nigeria touches die. And you want me to be a part of that Nigeria. Said by Vin, you said you can't join Nigerian politics with a clean hand. Your brother is the governor of Abia State. What are you trying to tell me? And you still want us to believe you, that to believe Simon. Oh, you are still preparing to write letter to a Nevada MP member. Simon have already gone to Capitol Hill. And you want us to believe you more than Simon? Come on now. Guys, we should use our common sense now to know that these people are so much afraid of the achievement that we have recorded. So then let you not be panic. I think I speak enough, I know you guys have given me time to vent my anger. These people are not worth wasting our time. They are not worth it. You see how Vin want to jump into what we are doing and then slow it down, then I take the stage and push his agenda of they want to case him here. He come with the Amaka issue. He come that someone have done a lot of job that now America is buying into the idea of Biafra agitation. And he come and said we cannot discuss about that Simon who have made this giant strive. Because he asked me in his office, Simon Noma, okay, we're trying Biafra. Who did Simon know that he will get Biafra? Who did Nnamdi Kanu know that he will get Biafra? But at the end of the day, they were shocked that now Simon is in Capitol Hill while still in Finland. But them that think they can go to Capitol Hill, they don't even know anybody. They don't, because the only people they know is back home where the politics are criminality. And this brings me to this final topic I want you people to think about. Tell me any genuine person that lives abroad, that relocated to Nigeria with his all this money and go and establish business that did well. I want you people to, this is a challenge I'm throwing to everybody. Tell me, without any political connection, you just decided and wake up one day, look at your account in America or in Europe, you have like 500,000 euro, or you have $500,000, and you say, now let me go home, start a business, relax, and enjoy myself in Nigeria. That is, you went back and you successfully relaxing in Nigeria today. Tell me one person. But tell me somebody who went back to Nigeria because he get a political appointment, and tell me his life today. Can we make that challenge and come with people? I can tell you one. Andy Uba was a taxi driver in California. He drives Escalade. If you know what is TCP, from picking executive people from airport to their hotels. These are companies that they are like limousine companies. That's what Andy Uba was doing in America. That's how he get that contact with Obasanjo. When they used to come to America for summit and other things, Nigerian officials will come. And they make Andy Uba the kitchen cabinet to Obasanjo. He went back. I know some of his friends in California that I have met one-on-one, that when he got that political appointment as a kitchen, they went back to Nigeria to go and see Andy Uba. Andy Uba was not picking their calls. He was not talking to them. These are the people that the restaurant I used to work, that's where they come and eat at that time in California. They come and said, some of them, Andy Uba told them, relocate to Nigeria, there's money in Nigeria. Then when they relocate to Nigeria and they couldn't get hold of Andy Uba, some of them come back frustrated. And some of them got sick while they're in Nigeria. Some of them cannot meet up with their dialysis. Some of them cannot meet with their heart problems they have. They have this thing they put in the heart when your heart is not beating well. Some of them didn't survive it. And some of them come back and thank God for coming back alive. So
Justice. Now you know why some of them in America are trying to dance the tune of a politician.
That's what
Maybe
I'm
they will
telling.
come to
That's what
that
I'm telling
level of
you.
handover. Now you see putting 1+1 is giving you 2. That's why you see them that standing on the on the ideology of the criminal back home, that thing that he knows everyone that Now you see them like, you have to go through your legislator. Even they know there is no road there. You see them singing the song like an idiot. Why they are seeing the clear road that is like impossible. These guys are criminal. He just made mention of an ordinary criminal that these people they have killed a lot. Somebody can you
You are saying. I'm telling you the things I know. So why I'm making this reference is that you go back to Nigeria now with your money and start a business, and let me tell you, you cannot last more than 6 months. That business will crumble. I told one that I built a business that is worth up to $500,000, and the same business crumble. Today I'm back in America doing 16 hours job, and he think it's a joke. When I start showing him documents, he started shouting, "Are you for real?" But if you go back to Nigeria with a political connection, oh, you have somebody in the villa, they now took you out. They now make you to go and see small girls. And they tell you, nah, Lotawa America, they are here. You know what they do? They give a contract to supply a printer to some of them. And when this printer is, LPO is raised and everything, they still go and retrieve those printer back. And government have already paid. This is how they make money. And you go and you ask them, from your genuine heart, is it how we're going to make our people prosperous? They said, "Na happen in here. If I got a village, that's so much 50,000. Oh my, like, oh my, Hassan. These are what they do." So when they relocate back to Nigeria, go and check anybody relocate based on political appointment, and check people who relocate based on trying to invest on this investment these idiots are calling us to do. Check their two, the two. And who is coming to tell you money, 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 money? You will not survive within 6 months if you relocate to invest. But if you relocate based on you get a strong contact in Aso Rock, and that's why all of them we are pushing for P2B, because some of them want to go to Abuja and never go to their village. You think they are stupid? They are not. When they say, who is Simon? When they said all these Biafran agitators, you think they are doing it because they know you are about to stop their inspiration. They believe one day, hey, this man is in the queue now. If he get to there, he's my party. He will call me and I will come back to Nigeria and I will start stealing from this. I told you, every Nigeria is a criminal and they have a criminal intent to join the looting club. That is why they are not interested in what we are doing. And when they think they are showing interest, no, they are coming to disorganize you and make you feel that they have bowed to the ideology. It's a lie. Oloriro, Ondi Yoruba. These are criminals. These are manipulators. They don't want freedom because they know the slavery we are in give them leverages to use our people as a drug trafficker. They mess up with our girls. I keep emphasizing on these our little innocent children, because when they tell you they went to Nigeria, they enjoy. Yeah, I went to Nigeria last year. Nigeria is so sweet, enjoy. And you ask him, what is enjoyment? Do you know that I drove from airport trying to go to Ikeja? I spent 4 hours within airport to Ikeja because I was trying to build all the traffic laws. Because when you see in America, they tell you that a pedestrian have the right of way. When you see somebody walking with leg, you have to wait for him to cross. I took 4 hours to get to Ikeja on that bridge because I want to drive myself. But I will ask them, what do you enjoy in this Nigeria that it takes me 4 hours to drive from airport to Ikeja on that bridge? Or I cannot move. Only the sound of pure. You know, you are in America anywhere. How many times do you hear horn? They call it a hog here or whatever they call it. But in Nigeria, we call it a horn.
Where I am, if you blow it, police will arrest you. So you blow it anyhow.
So you see the kind of horn they blow in Nigeria, the noise of generator, and I'll ask them, what? Do you know, even in my house with my big generator, I will immediately it's 12 o'clock and everywhere is quiet. This generator sound will not allow you to sleep. And the heat will be hammering you. I will still tell them, go and off this generator. I prefer this heat than this noise. And I'll ask them, what did you even enjoy in Nigeria with this kind of environment? Dust everywhere, siren everywhere, pollution of noise everywhere, hogging everywhere, and all these things. What enjoyment? And I say, hey, Ghana Island, our venerable children, our girls that suppose, and their girl is a graduate. You see, University in United States of Biafra came here and told us that he lives in Enugu. He had graduated in 2015, have not gotten a job. That didn't bother him. These are our sisters that, but because he's a Nigerian or a Biafran, but his mate in America, who is 16 years old or 17 years old, who works in McDonald's, can travel all over the world and enjoy himself in some of the best hotels, just having an American passport and having a little credit on his credit card. He can jump into the plane and travel all over. But our own, you are going to enjoy because you sleep with 21-year-old girl, 17-year-old girl. And I told them, you guys are evil. This elite, they are not elite anyway, but they have stealing, they have drug, do 419, and they think they are elite. Like I said, the business they open, go and check, is the promotion of all this sexual content. Hotel. Nah, man. You know, when I listen to these people, they call themselves, they want to advise us on how to get our freedom. Be wary of these people. They have, you know, it's heartbreaking. The kind of children we're going to have if we don't get this Biafra. The kind of society our children are going to grow if we don't get this Biafra. And I ask them, look at this Nigeria you are talking about. They can't even give Nigeria as a gift to their children. They give their children is getting the visa to go and study in Canada. They can't give this Nigeria as a gift to their children. Where is their children? When he bought them a Bugatti or Ferrari, where is that Bugatti? Where are they driving it? In Britain. In Britain. That's to show how wicked these people are. They can't give that gift, that Nigeria as a gift to their children. But we're saying we can give Biafra as a gift to our children. That's what we are telling them. Because they know Biafra will bring every of our people back home. Our children will be the ones to face the front of going home. And they will now understand the evil of this so-called elite. They will not ask their dad, why did you send me abroad to study for years? Because some of them are not even telling their children. Me, I always tell my children that don't we escape from dungeon. We are not here because it's pleasant. We are here because we are hiding from people from killing us. So that they will understand why we run. But you see this Nigeria, I'm a proud Nigerian, but you can't tell your children why you escape. You escape because Nigeria is unbearable. Like I saw this post on Jobotron where they said somebody who have contested for House Rep member is now jackpot with his family to America. All of them are paying a huge amount of money. You see Uche Jumbo, the day he was celebrating getting American passport.
Sorry, Justice. Did you see Charlie Boy? He's advising people to
I
jump.
don't listen to that.
That is a clown. You see, this are all wash.
You are talking about Charlie Boy. Uche Jumbo was celebrating getting American citizen. Or be a Cubana chief priest, that idiot, that buffon, was celebrating that his son was born in America. Did you see the video the day he was celebrating that he now have American citizen as a
These
son?
are stupid. These are
But this,
lunatics now. If they
my
tell them
brother,
what we that is speaking here, places where we are and the no, let me just let me not just make. But these are stupid monkeys. You know, this thing you were saying here about these politicians, bro. When I was home December until January, I went some villages. Then I start to ask people, these people here within darkness and the poor rich, somebody came here and promised these people that it's gonna give them light, gonna give them water, gonna give them a better life, gonna give them hospital. But look at the life of the people. And somebody came here and make a promise. And some of them have died waiting for that promise. And what is happening is not ordinary. These people are heartless. Very heartless people. I have
Heartless is
never seen.
heartless is
They are
understatement.
wicked, my brother. I go to
Heartless is
villages, I see
understatement
old
because
women.
these people are
Oh,
beyond wickedness. I tell you, they are taking advantage of our vulnerable daughters and mothers. See, when I told them that this Biafra is all I need, I can go home without money. I don't need money. Money have not helped anyway. So when I'm telling you something, I'm telling you from my own experience, my own experience. You see them, check the kind of business they own, check the kind of things they do. Then you will come to conclusion why they don't want us to get Biafra. Chikubana Chief Priest celebrated that his wife born a child in America. He was celebrating it and he was putting it on social media. And people will not ask him, this Nigeria you love so much, why you didn't have your child in America? I remember when my wife wanted to have my daughter, I was still in Nigeria then. And all this, our religious belief, my wife believed that, oh, God will make her to have it. My wife will have what is called placenta previa. If you're in medical field, go and check what is called placenta previa. It can kill a woman and a child. Or it can kill that woman, that child might survive. Because it is the placenta that covers where the child is supposed to come out. I'm not a doctor, but the doctor explained it to me. And my wife started having bleeding on early stage of her pregnancy, my first daughter. And I took her to hospital. The doctor explained to me that it's dangerous. And I told the doctor, can we terminate the pregnancy? The doctor said, no, we can manage it. Let my wife get to 6 weeks. Yeah, I think 6 weeks. Let's manage it. So my wife was saying, God will do it for me. I will deliver like a Hebrew woman. I said, shut up. The day my wife clocked 6 weeks, I was the one counting it. It was on Sunday night. On Monday morning, I put her in the car. I said, let's go to the doctor. And I told the doctor, I'm not going to hear any story. Take this woman to the delivery room and do a surgery immediately and take the baby out. Today, my daughter is 11. Does he look like somebody that's born with a surgery? But many of our women have died in that situations because they believe that God will do a miracle and the things will change. So, and even the doctor was shocked and said, you are one of the men that have come here and believe that the woman can go to CS. Some men will say, let them try. So what am I trying to say? These are the things our people pass through and they use religion to cover it up. Are we going to go through that? When you tell me about Biafra, that Biafra will solve these problems, they try to make you feel like you don't know what you're saying. And I asked my wife at the point, I said, if you feel that this hospital we are is not the highest hospital in Lagos at that time is Reddington. I said, even if it cost me 2 million naira to hide you and the child alive, or lose the child and get you alive, I don't care. Then if you don't have that kind of money, what do you do? In America, insurance will take care of it. In America, even if you don't have insurance, they will deliver the baby and make sure everything is okay, even if you don't have the money. Then they will find a way to put the bill on government. Does it happen like that in Nigeria today? So what are we even talking about? They can't give this country as a gift to their children. That's why when they get American visa, they celebrate it in the church. When they give their children the second passport, they celebrate it in the church. But we that understand that we need our freedom so that people can put application to become our citizen. They want to kill us because it will expose them that all this okanga they do as if they are rich is nothing when it comes to in a civilized world. Because they want to be kingdom in their village. They want to come village and bring a trailer load of rice. I think they are doing the. In America, do you see anywhere there somebody who will come and pack a trailer load of rice and say women should be jumping over themselves to get a cup of rice? Did you see it anywhere in a civilized world? No. That's what is called food bank. And for you to go to that food bank to get something to eat, you must prove that you have children and your income cannot maintain them. That's your eligibility to get those things. But in Nigeria, they want to rule over you. Every Christmas, they bring one wrapper and one bag of rice, and you sing, you go to their houses and dance and sing. And after you collected it, you come back in the evening and tell him that your daughter or your son want to go to school, and you say, "Don't worry, he will give you 50,000 for his school fees." After some time, you now look at it. That one you took one now. Send the to Lagos. Call Mchotari on. You can't always want to connect. But your daughter, if you're in a sin society, we don't need that. What we need, go to school, know your field, apply for your job field you qualify, go your interview, defend it, get your job, pay your car note, pay your rent, move on with your life. You don't need that your uncle in Abuja. You know they classify it uncle and uncle. You know that's how they call it in Nigeria. Then move on with your life and build your career the way you want it. No, it doesn't happen in Nigeria. And we say Biafra will solve this problem. That's why I'm fighting for Biafra. Imagine all of us here want the best education for our children, our daughters, our sons. I'm emphasizing on our daughters and our wife because they are the most vulnerable. Imagine Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala. Didn't you people remember how Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala tried to make implementation that can change the life of Nigerians? Did it work? The answer is no. Today, what is the hope of my daughter? Going through like Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, becoming the best she can be, and he went back to Nigeria, and for him to get an appointment, you know what it takes now. Is he going to get it in as a merit? The answer is no. So why do you want to put a country like that? Why do you want to support a country like that? That your daughter who you go to Harvard University or Oxford University, going back to Nigeria, one Alama Jari who is taking Goro will not tell her, oh, meet me at the Soso Hotel or Sheraton Hotel before they can even discuss about if she's going to get the job or not. Why do you want that country to continue safe? I'm asking this question. Why do you want Nigeria? Why do you want it to continue? Do you have a child or conscience at all? I love my children so badly, but compare your children, that children you love, these children I love, with the 2 million children that is in IDP camp, that the military are paying their mother 500 naira to sleep with them. Look at my daughter in the face and see if anybody does that to her, I will allow that person to live to see the next day. And you want me to support a country that support this nonsense? Do you know for you to go to IDP camp to see people, they will tell you to write a letter to the National Security Advisor of Nigeria to get approval because they know the evil they are committing there is too much. And then one wants you to bribe for the letter to get to the NSA for him to approve it, for you to go and do benevolence to these children they have molested. This is the country you want me to support to continue? You are an evil person. You are wicked. And when I said I want Biafra, and they come with gun against me, and I say, no, I'm going to kill them back. He said, oh, they are killing innocent police. Who is an innocent police? I drive Okada in Lagos for 2 good years. A policeman hit me inside the gutter and pulled up a gun and said, you better stand up and leave. If not, I'm kill you and tell them that you want to rob me. Do you think that trauma have left me? I even told myself that if I peradventure I make money, no police I will spare his life. But for some reason, today I have lived above those things. Do you know the trauma we go when I told them that you see politicians buying Okada, giving people as a way of supporting them. I even said somebody I cannot even give my worst enemy Okada to drive. You know why? Everybody is your enemy. Even your girlfriend will tell you a common Okada because I accepted you to be my boyfriend. That's what he will call you. Not only that, the person you carry in your back, trying to make sure he get to his work fast, will be the one to hit you at the back when you drive nonsense. You want to kill me, his hand is already on your back. Bim, bim. That not only it doesn't stop that. The drivers that are driving, immediately you pass, he say, this Okada man, I will kill you, I will jam you. You are enemy to everybody. And the one crossing the road with leg, immediately you cross, he will just hit you. Idiot, you want to jam me with your Okada. Idiot Okada man. And somebody's buying Okada as a means of supporting the youth. You are an evil man. You are an evil woman to do that. So when we say we want Biafra, we want a better life. A better life doesn't mean that you live in a mansion. A better life doesn't mean that you will be like Europe or America overnight. A better life is sticking to your civilization, building it to yourself and growing it, and watch your children grow in your face with smile in their face. It doesn't matter the kind of car you drive. That's why we want Biafra. I want you all you people to stop all this. That when we say about Biafra, you are imagining he's going to be like America. No, America is not even a place to compare in a very nice place to live because there's no morals. We want a better life. We want a honorable life. Let me put it that way. A life with dignity and respect. Not my daughter that I love so much, I cherish, will now one idiot who molest this my child just because she's vulnerable looking for a job. While her mate in America just graduated from high school and can get a job in McDonald's. If you want to build her career from that McDonald's, she can build her career from there. If you want to build her career from Starbucks, you can. But in Nigeria, it's not the same. Have you been to Packers? These are the kind of business they open. They will tell us they have carried their business from Imo State to Lagos. Go to Packers. Go to Cubana Bar. Go outside. I was in Nigeria last year, and some of my friends come and say, let's go to Cubana. And I went there. And I said, these are the enjoyment you guys enjoy when you come to Nigeria, right? I step aside to walk on the street of, I think it was in GRA Ikeja. And I look at our people. They're suffering in their faces. What are you going to give them at night to sleep with them? It's not even up to $10. $10 is 15 or 16,000 naira as we speak today. But $10 is what I use in buying coffee every morning so that I can be awake at work. And this is the country you want us to continue supporting. Are you not evil to allow this kind of country? Is this country you want us to be? When we say we want Biafra, you say no. Hey, you people are violent. Do you know how they are violating us? Do you know how they are traumatizing our children in the name of a country that does not work? And their children are not in the country even. Can you tell me one politician, his children is in the country as we speak now? Tell me one. Tell me what. Even the pastors, can you see their children in Nigeria? All Pastor Tunde Bakari children have American passports. Adiboye's, Oyadepos, Ibiomia of this world. The man who owned Death Star lives here in America as we speak. As we speak. We were part of Sorry. Can you guys hear me? Or am I talking to myself? Thank you, Hugo. So these are the country you guys want us to start supporting. There's no the man who owned the star. Where is he at today? But he come and give us lectures of leadership. As soon as he get problem, because he run into problem when he started teaching a way of leadership. That's when he run into trouble that let him leave Nigeria. Because you cannot thrive in that country. It's an evil place. It's an evil place. And it breaks my heart when some of us here, when we said that we want Biafra, they said we are killing ourselves. They removed their eyes from the evil the politicians have done to us. They removed their eyes. They now blame us for wanting Biafra. Forgetting about politicians that have been promising us a new Nigeria since Nigeria was created. They forget about the politicians that have made the life of their children unbearable. But their daughters can celebrate if they became a side chick to any politician in Nigeria today. We know their daughters will celebrate. But in America, if you dare it and you mess up with somebody's daughter because you have an influence in government, you know they will ask you down. You will be on in fact, even if the daughter consents to it, you know the consequences. But we're in a country where somebody will go to testimony because the daughter become a side chick to a politician because of our vulnerability of our people. And we say Biafra will solve this problem. They will tell you that someone is dictatorial. Nnamdi Kanu is a nice person. And I told them why I supported Simon. Every enemy of Nnamdi Kanu today is the enemy of Simon. It doesn't matter when they pretend and said, oh, Nnamdi Kanu is a gentleman, he listened to the elders, this and that. But all them, when Nnamdi Kanu was shouting on top of his voice, all of them called him warmonger. He doesn't have respect for elders. He this and that. He did and that. Someone is dictatorial today, but someone is telling you that you have a government. You have a website where you can go and you can be able to ask him direct questions. He opens space and tell people who doesn't agree to what he's doing to come up and ask him questions. You say he's an agent of Nigeria. Oh, Nigeria is paying him this and that. But when he told you that the military is coming to kill his people and he sent people to revenge them, you said, why are you killing the police? The same state that you say that is sponsoring him. And you will not come and ask him question. You will not come and ask him, why are you doing what you're doing? You will tell him come back to Nigeria. You want to find his family. Because why do they look for your family? It's an evil country. It's like in America, because you are opposition to government. Government will start looking for your family. That government will be in trouble self before it even started. But they tell you to come back to Nigeria because they know when Nigeria doesn't obey law, they will kill you off. Nigeria doesn't obey law. This is the country you want us to continue supporting. I want to ask, how many of us in this room, is it the country you want your children to be part of? Your politician cannot even give this Nigeria as a gift to their children. They don't even want their children to reside there. They don't want their children to live there. They don't want their children to participate on anything there. Instead, they will not take your money to put their children in a safe place like America, UK, anywhere in Europe, so that they know Nigeria will not touch them there. But you, an ordinary person, and we are telling you, Biafra will save us so that our children will stay permanently where we are, grow it, and compete with others. You say no. Most of us here, we are pretending. How many of times your children have come back and tell you that he was bullied in school? I'm asking you, How many of us here that live abroad, that when we say about Biafra, you tell us, how many times your children have come back from school and told you that he's bullied in school because he's a black person? I know some of you will not say it. My children come and tell me. I tell them, if they bully you, bully them back. Don't give them space to bully you. But as much as I say that to them, if I'm in my land, who will bully my children because they are blacks? If I'm in Alibo and they are schooling in Alibo, who will bully them? Who will give them that kind of vibe that you don't belong here? Who? When they know their father's land, when they know their father's compound, when they know that this place, comrade comes from, nobody will tell them that I'm not from here. But most of us are covering it because if you say it's public, then people will say, hey, is it not America you say you want to stay? Oh, people like us that tell you that living in America have not saved you from the Nigeria rot. You will not, we will not be justified. We will not be vindicated. That is the point that some of you will not, you people will not tell people the reason why you left Nigeria. And you think your children will not know one day? And I'm going to end with this. Joseph, I'll keep saying this thing. Some people will think that Joseph was a prime minister in Egypt, like our prime minister, Simon Eber. He was a prime minister. When he bring the Israelites to Egypt, they become kings and queens. They become influential people. But do you know what Joseph observed? Joseph understands that this place I bring my people, this is not their land. And one day, they're gonna mend them to leave. Joseph, before he died, he put one instruction. Whenever you guys are leaving this land, don't forget my body here. Make sure you take my body, even though it's my skeleton. Go with it. And I keep asking people, why did Joseph envisage with all his influence, with all the money, with all the everything, knowing that one day they will leave that land? And I'm telling you, you are in America, you are in Europe, and you think you are doing well as a medical doctor and this and that. They will remind your children one day that this is not their place. And they will look for your corpse. Maybe they bury you somewhere in their cemetery. Because some of us, if care is not taken, we are going to die here. And if we don't get Biafra, we're going to die here, and their children are going to bury us in some graveyard. And maybe every time if they remember, they go and drop flower there. So he knows these things. They said the Bible recorded it that there come a Pharaoh who didn't even recognize Joseph. As soon as that Pharaoh showed up, what did he do? He turned every Israelite to slave. He persecuted them. He punished them. And then you see the pain they went through. So sometimes you think you are doing well where you are, that is not in your land. You think you have run away from that land, and you think you are doing well. One day they will remind you that this is not your place. That's why we need Biafra. I want you people to understand that fact. So all these things we do, we are not doing it from a place of hate. It's a place of love. We have seen things. We have experienced things. It doesn't matter how much you have. Your place is your place. Build it. Defend it. It's the only thing you need to have a dignity and respect in the community of nations. Why is it that in Europe, that a country that is not up to 1 million people, they can call it a nation? We that is over 50 million, they cannot call us a nation because they know it. And finally, the color index code of a black. Go and read it. Why they call you black? The color index code is 00000. That means you worth nothing. Nothing. That is why wherever we go, we worth nothing. Till we defend, we get our own place, defend it. That's when we can worth nothing. We can worth something. But for now, you think you are doing justice or Nnamdi Kanu or Simon because of your ego. Oh, Simon is going to be my prime minister. Continue. But at the end of the day, Biafra will still come. We don't even need your contribution. But if you know the best for us and your children, Biafra is the only hope for every child that is from Igbo land. Thank you.
Yeah, Justice. Yeah, thank you. Sorry, guys. I was missing there for a bit. But yeah, we're supposed to have shut this room down since, but it's just carried on. I don't know what I missed, but I still see two hands up, guys. Because if we carry on, we won't shut down at all today. As in, I've lost my co-host and everybody. Okay, because the two people that have requests, I'll bring you up, please, because I give me a very brief 2 minutes, then I meet you. Because please. Yeah, Andrew, you have the floor. Hello, Andrew. Okay, he's not there anymore. And I can't see the other person that had his hand up. But yeah, guys, thank you very much. I wish the space was recorded. But no worries, we'll reconvene again and keep talking about these things till, our journey is complete. And yeah, I'm like I said, look out for one or two of the spaces coming in the future. Master K is gonna have one to talk more about the crypto, and then me myself, I'm still gonna have one talking about one or two issues. So yeah, please look forward to spaces in the future, and thank you everyone for coming. And yeah, Mr. Snow, Christopher, Andrew, Prince. You've raised your hand now. Oh yeah, Prince. Please, let's have last word. Maybe give it like 2 minutes, then we'll shut down. Prince. Prince. Okay. You just put your hand up. Anyway. So guys, thank you very much for everybody that has come. Christopher, I salute you. Mr. Snow, salute. Please, guys, keep. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity.
Please, yeah, please, please, maybe like 2 or 3 minutes so that we can shut down.
Okay. I just want to thank everyone that is here, both the listeners, the host. I want to tell you that you people are doing a lot. You are doing a lot. You are doing marvelously well. I want to use this opportunity to thank our Prime Minister, the person of Simon Ekpa. I call him Tutun Tuturop and Nigeria. And our able leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and I want to thank all the media from Sonia Barawa, Van, everybody, including those that are hosting space. You are doing us well. The last speaker has also made justice to all what I want to say. So why I raise my hand is just I want to thank you people and tell you that whatever you are saying is sinking in our head. We are getting you people and we are with you. Please do all you can to make sure we get Biafra, because this media and our Biafran government in exile is the last hope of a common man. Yes, We cannot be in our house and all this Janjaweed will come and kill us. It's better we hang ourselves. So please do all you can to make sure we get Biafra. And I want to use the opportunity to speak to our brothers in times of unity. Let us unite under this umbrella. This is the opportunity we have. As we can see, Biafra is at hand. All our brothers from hinterland, from River side, Urobo Isoko, Ibibio, Anange, Fik, we should unite. We have something in common. This is our opportunity. When Biafra come, Biafra is not just for the Igbos. Biafra is for everybody. Everybody will enjoy this Biafra. It's the hope of a common man. Like one of the speakers said, that when Biafra come, that we're going to have an African desk in Biafra in order to help other Africa. On that note, I want to sound this warning to the Fulani Janjaweed that are thinking that they are holding our Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Let them remember in one of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's broadcasts, he said, there is a way this Janjaweed will take this our Biafra struggle, and at the end, when we finally got Biafra, we will help the Northerners to rebuild themselves and make sure they sack Fulanis from the north. And after sacking them from the north, we also can Fulanis from all African countries, because we know originally that they are not Africans. They will go back to Middle East or wherever they come from. So I'm standing it as a warning today. They should leave our leader. Leave our leader. Let us go and build our Biafra. That is the only hope we have. We are here in the zoo. I do not need to tell
Is anyone still hearing Prince? Prince, I can't hear you. Prince, I can't hear you at all. Look, are you still there?
Yes, I'm here.
Can anyone hear him, please? Okay, you went mute. I don't know if you finished your submission or it was network issue.
It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. It's network.
Have you?
Thank you very much.
Okay, yeah. Finish what you are saying.
Okay, so I'm almost done. So I'm praying. I said, God Almighty, God of Biafra, will make sure that we got our Biafra this year. So thank God for everything, and thank you, people. And
yeah, he's like network has even thrown him out now. He's not even on stage again. Prince. Oh, okay. Prince. I can't hear you again, oh. Okay, continue.
Can I go on?
Yeah, go on.
Yeah,
like you're having network issues.
Yeah, I'm having network issues, so you can just stop my mic and make for submission. Thank you, everyone. And God bless all of us. Amen.
Yeah, thank you very much, Prince. Well, thank you for coming. Thank you for being cognizant and aware of what your people are going through and concerned. And thank you to everyone else here. Let me greet everyone. Prince Ibe, Ugochukwu, my brother, Andrew, Hey Franny, Christopher, Mr. Snow, Benchuka, Eunice, Mr. Nana, Otuwamwanya, Ife, Ochuko. You get why? Mazda K, my co-host. Sorry, I lost you, and but yeah, we'll reconvene again. Rage and Fury, Biafra First, INEC Beavers, Tech Guy, Freedom, Toby, Ifeanyi, Mazi Okonkwo, Eddie Funky, Eze Hill, Black Buff, Teddy, Che Guevara. Guys, the list long go. If I say let me read everything, that would be enough for that hour, but yeah. None. So I'm sure we all, yeah. I appreciate all of you spending your time with us here today, and you know, I wish, I ultimately wish the space was recorded. Then it would have been a conversation that people can always go back and refer to. But no worries, we'll reconvene again for another one. We're not going to stop doing what we're doing until we get what we want. And thank you all for your resilience, your consistency, and our minds are with our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, wherever he is. We pray that he remains resolute. We know he's a consistent and a very strong man, and we wish our PM, anywhere he is, whatever he's doing, we wish him all the best. And yeah, Umunne, thank you very much for coming, and we'll see you again next time. So with that, I think I'll shut down the space until we reconvene again. So thank you guys. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening.
I think this one has stopped. Latina. Did they stop? Let me see. All right, Sky is here, right? Sky. All right, Latina. Did they stop? Let me see. All right. Okay, Biafrans will come back later. Have a nice day. Click, keep voting, keep sharing. I think they're off. I'm entering class online. So yes, they have removed them. Let me see. They ended. Okay, sorry about that.